Hell yeah.
Phone. Boop, boop, boop. About to start remixing this shit. About to do my shit. Let's get it.
It's Kush, you already know.
Y'all know what the fuck time it is, baby. We in the building.
Gang,
We
gang,
in the
gang.
motherfucking building, dog. It's the Jones Hour, man. We want to thank y'all again. It's another episode, man. 23. Officially Jordan
Episode
numbers.
23.
Jordan number, you already know.
Yes,
So you
sir.
know it's gonna
Wagwan.
be- It could be the greatest one of all time.
Abso-goddamn-lutely.
Nah, that'll probably be next week.
Go
You know what
Stars.
I'm saying? Because of Kobe.
That's
But
the old. What up,
thanks.
Jones?
What up, dog? Fuck
my
is
God.
good.
And-
We got who this right here next to me, dog? Who that right next to me?
It's Kush, you already know.
That's a fact. You already know. Kush
Yo,
underscore talk underscore radio. Where he at?
To the left, man.
Jones. Jones.
Twice.
We born to die.
You already know.
Yo,
Jones
man.
2 times. Plus, we got my man Ant Acid in the back.
Yo.
That's your new
That's
name,
his shit.
dog. Ant Acid.
Where he gonna get a drop? Drop coming soon for Ant.
Facts, man. Well, you already know, man. We want to let y'all know, man. Thank y'all for following. Thank y'all for fucking with us, man. It's a real pleasure, man, to
All
have
time.
y'all, you know,
All love.
watching the video, subscribing, everything like that. You know, we see everything, and you know,
This is me
we
hugging
appreciate it, man. Shout out everybody early on to check in and
y'all. Yo, don't touch
watching.
me like that. Why y'all gotta get frisky and shit? What? It was a joke. It was a joke.
my bad.
It was
I
a joke
missed
to the people.
I feel you. I did miss it. My bad. I didn't mean to fuck it up. But we still here, man. We
You
still
know,
fucking here.
he's just on his P's and Q's doing his plugs in the beginning.
you know what I'm saying?
like-
I'm trying to get everybody, you know, seeing what time it is.
But
with us,
yeah,
man.
Jones is-
keep it going. Keep it going,
Yeah, man,
Jones.
you-
Let them know where they can find us.
Where exactly? Amazon, Google, Spotify, Iheartradio, YouTube. Yep.
iTunes.
And iTunes.
And in Queens, what up?
in Queens,
See
you
us.
already
Come see
QU.
us.
We in the building. We in the building, QU.
Wagwan.
Facts. Yep, man. So, yo, man, we're going to get right into it, man. Let's get into
Yeah.
this baloncesto, right?
Baloncesto?
Facts, man. Yo, playoffs is hot, man. I love the playoffs,
Like
man.
fire,
How
bro.
do you feel, right?
Like fire, bro.
Like, man, playoff basketball is so intense, man. Like, they always deliver, man. Like, it's never really too whack, the games, and they've been pretty much competitive, yo. But let's get right into these Nets, man. They got a huge issue with an injury. Kyrie definitely twisted his ankle. Like, you seen the replay on
Nasty,
that.
like
that's-
nasty
That's
landing.
definitely out 2 to 3 weeks or more. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not gonna be able to play. Like,
That
this
was one
week
of
at
those
all.
that you felt.
Like, I like his ankle has to legit be swollen right now. So, like, you got to assume that he's not going to be able to play for a little minute. But, you know, Harden is going to make the effort tonight, right? We seen
Harden
it
is
officially.
playing tonight officially.
Right.
Approximately 17 minutes ago.
Word, right? Facts.
I was saying
got
that,
the notification.
I was saying that the other day. You know, considering he had a high hamstring thing. You know, like was that the injury with Harden? High hamstring.
What up,
I was like,
Hartford?
if he,
Yeah,
if,
hamstring.
after,
Shout out
after
to
we saw what happened to
Hartford, Connecticut.
Kyrie, I was like, if Harden doesn't come back after that, like after seeing that, I don't know what's going on with them. You know.
Word.
Nah, man. That Harden. It was a crazy choice, and we was talking about it earlier. You know, he's either going to make the effort or they're going to gamble away the game.
Will he be Jimmy Softon or will he not be?
Well, I mean, I think he really does have a legit injury. What up, cuz?
I think he's going to be Jimmy
So,
Softon.
I think
But Jimmy Softon is all you need. I feel like.
I think if he's gonna play, he'll have an impact on the game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Even if he's
I think if
Softon.
he's just even at 80% or 75%, I think that right there of what James Harden is, knowing that if he is able to give it a go and play a good amount of minutes during the game, I mean, you know, Milwaukee's gonna have to pay attention to that. They're gonna have to play defense on him regardless of what they think or not. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Like that's still James Harden. Whatever kind of joke facts we want to have jokes on him soft. You know what I'm saying? It look like it, but he's not trying to show he's soft right now. He's trying to give it a go. So you got to give him props for that at the least in the minimum.
I'm not shitting on him. I fucking love James Harden, but he's still gonna be Jimmy Softon. He's gonna be Jimmy Softon until he's gonna prove that a hamstring ain't bothering him.
Well, I mean, we'll see. We'll see it from tonight,
But-
man. The game's
but-
gonna be on in a
but-
little bit. You know what I'm
But
saying?
Let him finish.
I completely agree because this is what I was saying. Because I was the one that was making the case. I said all they needed was Harden to come back even at 50%, because that changes the whole scheme that they're gonna do. It changes the whole shit. All you need is Harden at 50.
Facts.
That's it. That's it.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right.
Like, that's how I saw it going down. So that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, I'm fucking over here cracking jokes and shit, Jimmy Softon, but that's what my point is like that's all you kind of need right now.
with
you can have Jimmy Softon and kind of be eyed and come out with this W.
Well, you hope. You hope.
Yeah,
you hope,
I mean,
you hope it's
fucking
gonna.
Jaeger.
I mean, you could even hope for like
Bucks.
a Willis Reed type of thing, man. That wouldn't be that bad.
No word.
You know. So we'll see what's gonna happen with it. I mean, I hope that
Shout
I
out my
hope
guy.
that I hope that he's actually able to.
Shout out my guy Danny. What's
quality
good, bro?
minutes in, you know. Hit us up, man. Let us know how you feel about it. 347-586-1676. 347-586-1676. Call us up.
Yes.
I forgot to pin the number on mine, but I'm gonna do it right now. So
please do.
You know,
Definitely.
give us a holler. Let us know what you think is gonna happen, especially with the game tonight, and
And exactly what,
anything else you might feel about it.
word. Exactly what we were saying before. Last episode, what was happening with the Bucks. You know what I mean? These guys had to put in work, and they are. Middleton's coming back. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Defense is there. You know, but
He's showing he got something.
but on the flip of it, you know, you got guys that were producing like Joe Harris, and you could call it good defense, and I'm not going to knock it if it is. Maybe Middleton did step it up, but you know, guys are underperforming. You know, on Brooklyn as well.
Facts.
But exactly what we said had to happen did happen with Middleton.
Nailed it.
Middleton, you know, the whole Bucks crew pretty much.
Well, you know what was the reality of it, because you know there really was that, you know, that 2 home game factor. You know, there's an old saying that goes back into the playoffs. If you know about, you know, just any sports in general, they're gonna say a series doesn't start until the home team loses. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Until you could prove that you could, you know, take one on the road, it could, you know, eventually the home team will outright win. You know, it'll go back and forth. I could see that happening with the Clippers series right now, that they're going back and forth, and it could happen right now unless one of these people could, you know, prove that they could win on the road. And you know, right now, the way it's looking for the injuries in Brooklyn, I mean, tonight is key, is pivotal for the Bucks to make a statement. You know,
Facts.
you know, because I mean, we're playing in Brooklyn tonight, right?
I mean, yo, how many times you want to poke the bear, man? You got like this is if there's any time to win and put your fucking foot on their throats and have them not breathe. It's now, man. This is the team, man. Don't fuck with Brooklyn, man, because all they need is a little bit of, you know what I mean? There's a little bit of something.
Facts.
Get a little snowball rolling in, you gonna get hit with an avalanche, kid. You know what I mean? Like, they are that like heavy powered. Like, it's crazy. We really haven't seen something this crazy. Probably since Golden State.
No facts.
Golden State with Durant. We was like, what the fuck are we watching right now? You know, when you have these guys, so
Straight beast.
Yeah, this is Giannis. You gotta do your thing, man. I don't know why the fuck shooting a lot, but whatever, man. Stop it.
Word.
Stop it. Stop shooting.
Nah, he just got to take it. He just got to take it to the rack, B.
Yep.
That's
Just
exactly-
drop.
to the
No,
rack.
but more times than you shoot, because he is taking these shots, and they're giving you the shot, but yo, you playing right into their hand, bro. That's what they
Grades-
want you to do.
My shit's shining. I just want to say my grades are shining right now in the light. You know, my bad. Keep going. Thank you.
That's Jones with himself right now.
Thank you.
My grace.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, word.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
Nah, that's 100% right though.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, you is 100% right. And I mean, like I said, tonight is gonna be a big game, bro. Tonight is gonna be a big game because it could be a statement game for the Bucks, or it could be or it could be a statement game for Durant. Like that's a big question. Can Durant, carry this team?
In his
shoot, 30-something shots or something like that in the game.
in terms of his own reputation type shit,
Yeah,
right?
I mean, yeah.
In terms
Can
of
he
who
take it
is.
to a next level? Because I mean, he's not known for shooting volume. He's just known for shooting efficient. Like he'll shoot 15 shots, but hit 12 of them and give you 30. But can you shoot more than 15, bro? Can you shoot 25? Can you put up big numbers, 50 something? In the game, that's what it needs to take for the Nets to try to keep up with what Milwaukee is doing, and he definitely can't let PJ Tucker get in his head again, I think PJ Tucker has a mental thing going on, like probably talking shit in his ear throughout the whole game than he is of actually like being able to put the clamps on him on lockdown defense, wrong or right?
Absolutely.
And
yo, Durant, you saw for that security guard shit, man.
That was weird.
That was bogus, man.
That was
bogus.
super weird.
Because honestly, I don't feel like the security guard did that shit on his own call. Not saying that Durant was like, yo, come on the court, but like he was like, yo, anything go down, like you there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, nah.
And then what the fuck's he gonna do? Nigga, your boss tell you that shit, and then you see this about to happen, then you jump on the court. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But like, Durant, why the fuck you even got them niggas there, man? I mean, shame on that dude, but guess what? That dude's gonna be reprimanded. But like, it's Durant's. Oh shit, there's a little scrum going on. But like, it's Durant's the one with the fucking security guard and shit, man.
Facts. And what is it?
Private security.
First of all, you got to assume majority of these, almost everybody that's famous probably has some sort of private security, right? Like when you get to a certain level. But like, what made him think like, oh, they're about to get it in the court? Let me just jump on the court.
Yeah, with that old school mush right
dog,
there.
like what the fuck, bro?
Just
straight up
mushing people.
Word, like yo, dog, like you ain't even got a Bucks Nets jersey on.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't part of the staff, bro. Like what the
Nets
fuck?
jersey on.
You ain't got like
Shit,
no
make no
fucking like a little sweatsuit or some shit, like the little jumper, a little affiliation hoodie, like it's exclusive. Oh, like he definitely worked there. He got that exclusive Nets hoodie. Like nobody gets that one. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro.
No, guy came out with the all black jumpsuit and just straight up just mushing people.
Yeah, he was fucking unknown. He was fucking unknown for like 5 hours. Ain't nobody know who the fuck he was.
Nah,
There was like an unknown character assaulted PJ Tucker on the court.
Facts.
Yeah, for
Sources say
really unnecessarily too. Like that wasn't even that big of a deal. Like that whole altercation wasn't that big of a deal. And for your security guard to come out, jump out, and straight up just start mushing people. For nothing,
be
it's crazy.
honest. Okay, be honest. All you just said it. All these people that are all up there, they have their security, detail when you're at a certain level. I bet.
Yeah.
How many of them, because there's a few of them in the league, obviously. How many of them have their private security? And I'm asking, like, what do you think? How many of them have their private security there? Like, right there.
Good question.
I mean,
Like,
yeah, I don't know.
Like,
I mean,
think
I
about
didn't
what
even
we
realize
watch.
Until this game, I didn't even realize that players had their own private security at games.
Like, at games.
Like
on the bench.
Yeah,
like,
I
on
thought,
the fucking
I
bench.
thought there was.
I
thought there was
like, what?
team security, and I thought that there was like actual arena security, but I didn't realize there was personal security allowed, like on the bench. Like I never heard of that before.
Yeah, that shit make. That's what I'm saying. That whole shit is stuff. Which is why, once again, I blame Durant. Because it's like, why is he even there, bro?
Mm-hmm.
Who else is paying him?
Good point.
Mm-hmm.
Who else is paying? That's his private security.
Facts.
That's why it's like, bro, this dude took the heat. He did whatever. I feel like this dude at the end of the day was doing his job, even though he was dumb.
That was so dumb. That was the dumbest thing.
Dumb, but he did his job dumbly.
Yeah.
Dumbly.
Just because PJ Tucker put his hands in his face does not mean that you could just jump on the court and start mushing people.
Word, bro.
Let's be real, because if that actual and PJ Tucker actually got pissed off about that shit.
No, of course.
Imagine if that actually
So if
blew up into a much larger thing because of that guy start mushing people. Because as a player, you're looking at some rando guy that like, yo, you're not even part of the other team. Like, who are you? Like, I've never seen you before. Who the hell are you?
So-
you know, like we've had a playoff series. Who are you? Like to come on the court right now? Like,
Yeah, you nobody.
Yeah, we
So-
know everyone here except for you. Like, yeah.
Yo, so somebody fucking gives Durant a fucking flagrant foul, right? Then he's gonna whip out the gap, start popping shots. Like, you got my mans.
Yeah, I believe
I
it
think
was a
that-
double
I mean, I
double
think-
flag,
I think
flagrant
that
on
would,
both sides.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I think it was just a bad judgment call.
Nah,
He
of
got
course,
into
I'm
the
talking
moment,
shit,
that was
but
it.
damn.
But like, yeah, nah.
Like, you
I mean,
know.
obviously, you got to learn from it, and that's the end of that.
Yep.
It is what it is.
Because I mean, like, it was just a dumb move, bro.
Super dumb.
What the fuck were you thinking?
Word.
You know? But
You
you
should
know,
fight the fair one, PJ. We should set that celebrity boxing matchup since that's what
I
everybody
mean,
wants to
probably
fucking
not.
see.
Dude is probably
Everybody
like
want to see that shit. I bet that shit will get fucking
Who,
$100 million.
PJ Tucker versus Kevin Durant?
I'm
No,
not trying to
versus
see
Kevin
PJ
Durant's
Tucker.
security guard.
No, fuck that. Let him go against Durant. The security guard is probably trained in like fucking some martial artist, some shit, dog. He's gonna fucking drop kick PJ Tucker in the throat and then take his sneakers, whatever sneakers he's wearing right there, done, gone. Like I don't even care if they're my
from the
size.
streets.
You know what I'm saying?
He's
He's
trained from
taking
the
whatever sneakers. You know, PJ Tucker's the mean sneakerhead, dog. He's gonna be like, oh, what these? Yeah, I'm definitely snuffing you. Run them.
Schmine.
Word, dog. Like
nigga PJ
that's
Tucker from
throwback
the
shit.
streets,
I've
nigga.
seen a couple of. I've seen that shit
from the
happen.
streets.
I've seen that shit happen live.
The
Nigga.
security guy's gonna come up to him, and just mush his like
Word.
kicks off of him. That's what he's gonna do.
Nah, word.
Super mush.
But yeah, facts. Yeah, nah, you can't do that. If it's Durant though, I see that though. I'll definitely pay to see that.
I mean,
Durant's
Tucker
too
versus
soft. He
Durant.
ain't doing
PJ
no shit
Tucker
like
was
He got-
doing
he
his
got- he got
job.
long reach.
Let's be
Yeah,
real.
long reach.
PJ Tucker was doing his
that.
job.
PJ Tucker should have snuffed him.
Like he was doing his job, and some rando security guard came on the court and mushed him. You know,
Yeah, it's whatever.
way out of bounds.
Yeah, nah, I don't know if it was a whole whatever, bro. Who cares? I don't even want to spend no more time. Man. He's just dumb.
Yeah, let's
Let's keep him moving.
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
What do we got? What do we got? The Suns. Right now?
Suns, yo, you see the jersey? You see the fucking jersey? Throwback. I know it's a little fucked up because it's mad old. I've literally had this shit probably since like
Las Souls.
since probably like maybe '97, bro. I was thinking about
I
it.
see,
When
I
was
see,
the
I see the little champion
96
on the,
maybe
on the
oh,
corner
yeah,
right
of
there.
course,
Look at
man. This
that.
throwback is the original. Like I probably whenever the All-Star game was in the Garden last when Jordan was playing and shit like that, it's probably like '96 maybe or maybe '99. One of those times, that's when I got this jersey, guaranteed.
Fire.
Word up,
Classico.
Jason Kidd. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, man, yeah, shout out to the Suns, man.
The Souls.
Swept them 4-0. Like beautiful thing with that one. I mean, they was able
Broomstick.
to Chris Paul was able to really take control and bring the leadership. I think that's the value of a veteran point guard or just in the league, period, when you have this type of player that's able to still control the offense in these times when, things could get erratic, especially in the playoffs when it's like back and
Definitely.
forth and, you need to either like pick up the tempo or slow it down or reset or gather yourself or, be smart enough to call the play, because you need a basket or anything what it is, This is what a veteran point guard does, like Chris Paul. I mean, obviously he's already proven because he's already, almost every single team he's gone to in his first year, they've had a better record than without him, So obviously he's already proven that he
Floor
can,
general.
yeah, that he's
The true
already,
definition.
and he did that to Phoenix with a crazy extent, from the point of, not even making it, playing in the bubble last year, not even making it in the playoffs to being the second seed. That's a crazy jump. That's a lot of that's a big, win difference from year to year, And you got to give Chris Paul a shout out to that. Plus, Booker going to the next level. DeAndre Ayton kind of like proving that he's
just
that-
crazy right now.
Word.
Yeah.
And Ayton is and proving that Ayton is a proven big man in the league. You know what I'm saying? A proven center in the league. So it's like it's a good look. For the Suns to actually go the long haul. I could see them. I mean, now that we gave the Suns now that we give the Suns their props, Kush, I'll present a question to you. They're obviously gonna play the winner of the Clippers and the who's the Clippers playing? I just seen the game last night. Jazz. The Clippers and the Jazz, right? If the Suns obviously is going to play which one, who do you think would be the easier one for them to play? And is it that they could beat both of them teams, it wouldn't matter, or is one a particular problem over the other? You know what I'm saying?
Nah, yeah. The easier one will probably be the Jazz.
You think?
I think because of matching up. I think they'll get. I think the Clippers match up better against them than the Jazz. Would have hurt Donnie with no Connolly, which is big, man. Like that's nobody understands how big that is for the Jazz, man.
Yeah, they have
like
that exact point guard thing that I'm talking about with
crazy,
Paul
bro.
is exactly what they're lacking.
And a lot
right
of it's
now.
on Donnie's shoulders, which I feel you. And Gobert, the whole Gobert thing, like nobody, you may not like. He's gonna do his thing defensively. But like Ayton's gonna be there, and then that could at least limit a lot of production from him.
Yeah, you have a point.
But when you see with the Clippers, if you're watching the Clippers and Jazz games, you see what PG's doing, actually playing more of a facilitating role on some point guard shit. You know what I mean? He really is. Like he's doing shit different, and then you got Kawhi who's fucking on a mission right now. It seems like he's on a mission right now because he's probably looking at it like, yo. If there's 1 year right now in this moment to get a chip, it's probably right motherfucking now. Like the playoffs is wide open, ladies and gentlemen.
Absolutely.
Wide fucking open. Can you call it anything for pure certainty right now? No.
Nope. Absolutely not.
Nope. Atlanta, Philly? Nope. You can't call nothing for certain right now.
They just tied it 2-2.
You know what I'm saying? So
we was gonna get into that next, but just to go back on that, like I kind of agree with you to the extent. I think the Jazz would be the easy out, but I think it's
I will not say that. Not an easy out. It'll be easier.
No, easier out.
No.
That's what I meant. Yeah, I'm sorry, my bad. I misspoke. I
don't want to
misspoke.
disrespect.
I don't
The
want to
Jazz is
say
still
easy.
crazy.
It's not
Yeah.
the easier. My bad. I didn't add the ear.
No, you said the easy out.
I know
There is no out. It's just the easier route.
that too. Thank you, Kush.
I'm sorry. It's just I don't want to disrespect the Jazz. They nice.
I'm not disrespecting anybody. I'm just saying, like, in terms of what the Suns
don't
is
put that in
facing.
there.
Nah.
What the Suns is facing, I'm not. Lord, slow down. I'm just saying.
He said, Lord.
What the
talk to
Suns
Jesus
is
like
facing. Fuck. What the Suns is facing, the Jazz. I mean, in comparison to the Clippers, in terms of what they're lacking in star power and what the Clippers have in star power with Kawhi and PG, I'm thinking, it's going to be harder for the Clippers if they have to play the Clippers. And I think it's going to be the Clippers. I think eventually what they lack with Conley and what able to do at these 2 home games were able to exploit their lack of the point guard. You know what I'm saying? And force other players to make, plays to score while, maybe double teaming Donovan Mitchell and shit like that to force him to pass the rock to. So that Ingles could have to step up or somebody else. Like that. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. So they're playing it smart, and I think that'll change with that. I think the only thing that has to stay up with them is their roles players scoring. So, Morris has to still hit a couple of jump shots, and PG still has to put up these similar numbers. He has to put at least up 25 and better a game. If Paul George scores under 25 a game or Kawhi scores under 25 a game, either one of them, they lost the game automatically.
Yeah, their core needs
what I'm saying?
to contribute.
Them two have to be the ones to put those numbers up. You feel me?
Yeah, no, I mean, definitely, but I have no doubt. I kind of have no doubt I have doubt in PG putting up those numbers. PG's kind of producing in other ways right now. Like he's really like on some facilitating shit, driving to the basket on some shit that he'll usually go up on or will try to force or whatever he's kicking out. But like, it looks like purposeful plays. It doesn't look like bailouts. Does that make sense? You know what I mean? Yeah, it looks like he's doing it like he's getting their offense more going. And like I said, Kawhi looks like he's on a mission right now. He looks like he's like, yo, fuck this.
Yeah,
I'm going for it. You know
absolutely.
What
Nah, he does.
I have no doubt in terms of Kawhi not dropping
that dunk highlight the other night. Oh my!
Killed him.
Oh my!
Killed him. Who was that on? Millsap?
Based off that, I want to say one thing about that highlight. That goes to show you how brolic Kawhi is, man. Because they was both in the air, and Homo just bounced off of him, dog. Like, you jumped up, he jumped up, and you bounced off, and he banged it, bro. Like, that's exactly what it was. You know, so you can't even like that boy's strong, bro.
Beast.
He's solid monster.
But in terms of bringing it back to the Phoenix shit, I feel like the Clippers would be the harder matchup for them
Okay, so
based on that. But
if
what-
the Clippers play the Suns, who goes to the check?
what I want or what I think?
What you think, man?
What I think CP will come really close. Devin Booker will come really close. But Kawhi, at the end of the day, being as experienced as he is in these situations, which he has proven his whole career he has done and gone on these type of runs,
Facts.
I feel like there's more probability he might pull that out with the Clips.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Unfortunately, what I
don't
want is CP to go to the finals finally. What I want is fucking D-Book to fucking finally like take that jump, man. Like
Man,
he's
that
been
Kobe
waiting
jump,
for this.
that Kobe jump.
He's been waiting for the Suns to give him
Yeah.
people, bro.
I think
He's
this
been
is,
waiting.
At this point, I think it's CP's year. After that sweep, I think
It should be.
I totally think it's CP's year. I don't think PG, no matter if he woke up the last couple of games, I don't think he's gonna come in actual hand when it comes down to the Suns. Like when it comes down to positions, people play their positions on the Suns.
Oh
You
yeah,
know,
everybody
like,
play their role in the Suns.
Everybody
yeah.
plays
Trust me,
their
when you have
role
Chris
correctly.
Paul as a point guard, everybody plays their role. Don't get that twisted.
Yeah.
No, he's
Yeah,
shown
he's
that.
a-
Yeah, he's
yeah.
that general. He's gonna make you play that role.
Nah, that's a
Trust
fact,
me.
bro. That's a fact, man. So I think that's Then let me ask you another question. With that being
Shoot.
said, with the Clippers, man, is this Leonard's best shot I get in a ring right now?
That's what I think.
Think so right now.
That's what I think.
So
Like,
you think
because-
right now, as we're seeing it in the Eastern Conference and the Western Conference, between all the teams that's left right now, you think the Clippers have the best shot to win the title?
No, I think this is his best shot in terms of the future. And I feel
No, but I'm
like
just
the
saying
future
right
is
now.
going to be way harder for him to get the title.
No, that's what I'm saying. No, I'm talking about this strictly these playoffs right now. The teams that are left over, you see the teams that are left over. I'm asking you the question: if this is his best shot at getting the ring, then you got to feel like that the Clippers are the front runner.
No, not at all. Nah, they don't have to be mutually exclusive. I just said the playoffs are wide open right now. They don't have to go hand in hand. I just feel like in terms of Kawhi, in terms of where his mentality should be, what
Because
he
it's
should be
wide
doing,
open.
because it's that. We're gonna get pretty much the big three back in with Golden State and all that. You know what I mean? Like people are coming back. There's gonna be some flip flops, maybe with some free agency or some trades, maybe. But bro, wait. LeBron coming back as number 6. AD's gonna be healthy. You know, LeBron runs his teams. He's gonna fucking redo his roster. You know what I mean? Like
Facts.
this, bro. With everything that happened right now at this moment, this is probably Kawhi's best chance of getting number 3.
Word.
Is how I see it. I feel like the future is gonna be harder. The next year is gonna be harder,
Word. We'll see about
and
it.
he might not even stay with the Clippers at that point.
I mean, I
I'm
don't-
rooting for the Suns, bro.
I don't
I'm
put-
definitely rooting for the Suns. I think they could do it. That's how I feel. What up, man?
No.
Answer.
When you brought up LeBron retooling his team, but I mean the last couple of seasons, it's not like LeBron has always been like the guy that can retool his team. Like I mean, like
he did it after
what you got Schroeder, you got Rondo. Like
the point.
who are you getting to your team? You know,
It doesn't matter. It's just the fact that he has a say in it. It's the fact that he's a fucking GM and player.
No, you're right about that.
That's what I'm
but
saying.
It
It doesn't matter.
I think Schroeder's nice though. I wouldn't mind if the Knicks got him.
No, I please don't.
No, I don't.
get that fucked.
I'm not a big Schroeder
Yeah.
fan. I mean,
There's not a lot
he's
of big shooters.
he's
He got
decent.
He got a jump shot.
He's
I don't give a
decent.
fuck what he has.
No,
I don't want him.
he's decent.
Oh,
I want spectacular though.
by the way, 2 fights breaking out, man. That
Oh, my
Islanders
God,
Oh, they
Tampa
came out
game.
on goalie.
Islanders Tampa's game. Yeah, they popping on each other.
Goalie, wow.
They popping on
Varlamov is
each
on the
other.
floor right now. Hopefully he's all right.
See what's
Wow.
going on, man.
Tampa playing dirty.
Yup, they
Tampa's
tight.
playing dirty.
They tight, man. We'll keep y'all updated,
They
man.
Fuck
heard
the lightning.
Varma.
Fuck the lightning. Let's go Islanders, man.
Yes, sir.
We'll keep y'all updated throughout
Facts.
the games and shit.
That's a fact. But
Man.
yeah, but
Shout out to the Suns, man. I hope the Suns make it.
me too.
That is what I want as a fan.
I'm rooting. Yep, me too. That's what I'm rooting for. That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Word,
talking
man.
about. You know?
But since we on shoutouts, man, I guess shout out to one of Ant's favorite players, Trae Young.
Fuck Trae Young. Rat boy. Don't even call him Trae Young.
Rat boy. Rat boy. Which, by the way, I saw that.
Rogaine rat boy, all right?
I saw the league's going to come down on this this foul baiting shit.
Absolutely.
I
They
saw
should.
that. They're going to
They
start
should.
that. So shout out to Ant, man. You know, I feel like they listen
And the
to the
extra
Jones.
step, and the extra unnatural step when I say fucking Harden be traveling.
They're listening to the Jones Hour. They're listening
Told ya.
to Ant. They said,
Fucking
"Yo,
told ya.
foul baiting? Word? Yo, the Jones Hour said this? Yo, we gotta do something. We gotta do some investigation, man."
See, like
We got secret subscribers.
I understand when you change up
Check
your
the YouTube.
speeds. Like I understand speed changes, all right, and the effectiveness of speed changes, all right. But I don't appreciate when someone is straight up cutting into the paint and then stopping on a dime, and then the person that's chasing them is fouling them or he just throws it up as soon as the person bumps into them. Like it's just a bit much. Like you really like it doesn't feel right. Like it's something like if I was playing, I would be so fucking pissed off. Like everyone on the floor wants to beat the shit out of them.
Because you want to know why? Because it's hard to stop. It's hard to stop running.
So, it is.
You know that for a fact.
No,
bro.
it is
We
hard.
playing.
No,
We be playing.
no, it is hard to stop running, but like, I feel like it's also like a fucking skill set though to do that shit. To stop on a dime like how he does.
But I
bro.
don't think he's stopping on a dime. He's just slowing down. I think anybody could do it. Doncic
right.
does it too.
D
Anybody that
Wade,
takes it to the route
D
could do
Wade
it. I've
is
seen
the
RJ Barrett do it.
perfect example of someone that used fouls in their game. Like D Wade is the king of
So
that.
he started this.
All
Is
right?
what you're
No,
saying?
I'm not saying he started.
What are
this.
you saying, Ant?
I'm saying he did it right. All right, he did it when it was appropriate. He did it when it was
Okay.
there. All right,
He
Trae
played
Young.
he played the game right.
When it's
he played the
when
foul
it,
game
when
right.
it was there and someone gave it to him, he took it.
Took it.
All right, but Trae
yo.
Young, that's his game. His
Pause,
game is to get fouled.
Pause.
Oh, Okay, and
Foul,
and
please.
I see your point there. I'm just talking shit, but I totally see your point. I see when the Hawks do good, Trae Young does good, and because Trae Young does good is because he gets to the line. So I see the domino effect. I get it.
And the ratio on his actual points, like field goal percentage, like made shots compared to like foul shots, is crazy large. Like he gets like in the league, he's one of the the ratio's super high for him compared to everyone else.
I just want to take a quick pause out real quick. That was the Islanders teammate did that to him. He pushed that the Tampa Bay player right into his goal. He knocked him out.
It's all right. I mean, we
That
got
was
another
crazy. That
goalie
was a
that's
crazy
actually kind
replay.
of
I just
solid.
peeped.
We got another goalie that's kind of solid.
No, I'm just saying though. Like that was
Yep, Sorokin. Now he's in, right?
Yep.
not working. Yeah.
No,
He's nice too, though.
No, but I'm just
he
saying,
he straight up checked our goalie.
No, he didn't. I just saw the replay, bro. The Islander
man,
player. I
knocked
didn't
into
see
him.
who the player was, but he pushed the Tampa Bay dude right into him, bro. Like
that's
pushed
all right.
him right into him. That shit was crazy. We'll keep y'all updated, like I said.
All right,
But yeah, man.
let's get back into it.
Yeah, man. So they beat Philly, bro. They beat Philly. It's 2-2,
And we just scored.
and they just
Islander scored, tied it up, baby. I'm not happy with that shit. Nelson.
My boy Brock, baby. My boy
Brock.
Brock,
Young
baby.
Brock Nelly. Brock Nelson.
Yes, sir.
Holla. Islanders. All right, man. Now, let's get another applause, please. Can I get
I'm
one
getting
more
a Brock
applause?
Nelson jersey. I know I'm not
Another
the
one.
guy that's on camera, but whenever the
again.
whenever the hell that comes in, Jones is gonna be rocking that jersey.
Facts. When we win the cup, man, it's gonna be another Islanders day on the set. Chris, you better get with the program.
Yes, sir.
I'm being in Jamaica that day.
All right, Jamaica Ave. You're gonna be on Jamaica Ave, man. Chilling. Going to
Bacon
going-
cheeseburger with curly fries. You already know, man. Yo, shout out to my Akizane. You know what I'm saying? What up, yo?
That's a free plug.
Yo,
You
that's
don't
a
even
free
know,
plug,
but
yo.
we definitely fuck with
What
them
up,
curly
God?
fries and burgers, yo.
Oh.
Facts. But yo, Atlanta, man,
No.
I want to give them a shout out because
Yeah.
as we was getting into it, the reality is that
They won, and they tied the series.
they have offensive weapons. Not with just what Trae Young can do in terms of penetrating to the paint and things of that nature, but no, I wasn't even talking about Collins. I was talking more about they fighting. I was talking more about players like Bogdanovich and a
Gunners.
Holder or Hooter, and that could
Shooter.
shoot.
Yeah.
That could shoot.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely. Even Gallo.
spread it
Even
out. Gallo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they got,
you know what I'm saying?
Some gunners, man.
Yeah, so they would combine that. So
And
it
then
leaves.
and then they got the talent with Capella and this thing. That's what
Collins,
I'm saying.
yeah. So
When
no,
they're
but not
on,
only that,
they're on, man.
No, but what I want to say with
Yeah,
that,
go-
with those
sorry.
type of shooters on the outside,
Right.
it opens the whole lane. Like everything is wide open because everybody's on the outside. If they're playing man-to-man defense, they got to play on somebody. Even if they play in zone, it's still going to be like almost like a 3-2 or something like that because you're going to have to leave the paint open and you're going to have somebody at the top like that. You know, and then once you could get in, obviously, if you know basketball on a 3-2, once you get into the paint, you've already broken down the whole defense. You know, it's about cutting and making, you know, the right passes. But, you know, I think that with it so wide open like that, you have the ability, as we saw the last game, for someone like Collins to catch those crazy putback slams. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And Capella could do
Capella
the
his thing.
same
Yeah,
thing.
no.
Back to what you were saying with that.
I wholeheartedly agree.
Word.
The only thing I saw with, because like you're 100% right, but like Philly they have Ben Simmons and Embiid, bro. You know what I mean? Like their defense is up there. Like Philly's a top defensive team this year. You know what I mean?
but I mean, sometimes offense is just better than defense at times. Like
Right,
there's
but
no
but
answer for the offense
but
as
I also
we've
feel
seen
like-
with
I also feel like
Atlanta and the Knicks.
Okay, but I also feel like positionally, Philly's underperformed because at like their positions, like they should be getting at Atlanta. You got Ben Simmons who's babying from position 1, 2, 4. You know what I mean? He's a power forward height. You know what I mean? Like he could play up. You know, like he's gonna baby Trae Young. You know, at the point guard position. You got Embiid who's better than Capella. You know what I mean? Like I can see, and then you got Seth Curry over there and he is a shooter, bro. He shoots lights out, especially this year. I feel like Philly's just not making the cut right now. That's how I feel. I feel you look at it on paper, Philly should be beating these guys. It should be like 3-1, whatever. Maybe not a sweep, but maybe 3-1. But they're not doing it. They're not doing it. And Tobias. You got Tobias Harris, so it's like they got hitters. They got hitters too.
Yeah, they have a way better squad.
Way better squad. Like
but
in
like
terms of
here's what
talent.
when it comes down to, like, on paper, there's a lot of things that's on paper, man. When it comes to performing, it's two different things.
No,
man.
okay, but don't take that. Don't take that for everything for what I just said. I know I said on paper.
No, but that's
I'm
what
just-
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying on
yeah.
paper in terms of like,
But-
yeah, they got Tobias Harris. Yeah, they got Ben Simmons. Yeah, they got Joel
But they
Embiid.
underperforming.
I mean, I don't know if they're underperforming or if they're just doing what they're supposed to do, but it might not just be enough for what Atlanta's doing, you know? Everybody, it's going to go, like how you said, we might have said it yesterday, or I don't know if you said it earlier, but like the game is about adjustments, right?
Right. Correct.
So if you're going back
Correct.
and forth with adjustments and here's what they're doing and here's what they're doing back and forth and everything like that, that's why, you know, Atlanta took game one. They had advantage ever since then because from the get, Philly didn't know what to do. You know, they've been able to go back and forth. They've been able to do certain things with everything like that. I think Atlanta is content with just letting Joel Embiid beat Joel Embiid and not letting anybody else beat them. You know, I think you could be content with, if you're Atlanta, to let Joel Embiid put up the numbers he's putting up, but clamp down on Tobias Harris, clamp down on Ben Simmons, clamp down on someone like Seth Curry and others that are there that make it harder for them so that when, you know, what looked like could be a good play by someone like Joel Embiid facilitating, when it doesn't go in, it's a win for them.
Yep.
You know?
Absolutely.
It's a win for them. So,
So, right, and
facts,
I feel
James
like
Harden did start that bullshit.
and I feel like that's. I agree with you. But I agree with you like 80%, bro. Because I do feel like part of it is really like Philly not doing anything. I don't feel like they're just doing their thing and Atlanta's like outright going crazy on them, bro. Because that's not how I'm watching the game. You watching the game, it's not going down like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like Philly's just. I'm gonna say they're doing like Philly things. I feel like they're doing like Philly things. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, and what I mean by that is that they look good, they look great, they look like they're getting, you know what I mean? They're gonna be fucking a great competitor, and then they just, boop,
Yep.
you know, kind of like all out of nowhere, they just fucking fall off that cliff. Like we don't know what it is type shit.
Yeah, I mean, I
I
don't know.
ju- I see it like that right now.
I think we're gonna see in this obviously in this next game, obviously because
But
that's
I do
just gonna be the
It's a
result.
series now.
But
It's a
I
series
do
now.
still predict Philly to win this. I just want to leave that there.
I think it's gonna go 7. I think it's gonna go 7. I think Atlanta's not gonna go.
What do you
out.
think's taking it?
I think it's gonna be Philly too, because I mean you
Okay.
got to figure Game 7 will be in Philly. I mean I think it's gonna be a way harder thing than what they've been able to do already, because I mean both teams have won on the road and one at home.
Philly can
you
get
know?
super crazy.
Yeah, so I think it can be a little bit too much for the young boys in Atlanta. I think maybe that's what might happen. I'm not 100% sure on it. I'm not completely sold that Philly can win. From what I've seen from Atlanta, I feel like they can continue to shock the world in what they're doing and advance to a next round if be, to play a team like either the Bucks or the Nets, because I'm not sleeping on them at all. I've been a believer since they beat the Knicks. Even though I'm not a fan of Trae Young, I respect him. I respect what he's doing right now. He's putting in that work, and you can only congratulate him at this point. That's how I feel.
I ain't congratulating nobody. I give him his props.
Same
I'm
difference.
not
That's what
giving
I
him
meant.
either.
Except for Ant. I know you're not going to say it. But
Fuck Rat Boy.
Fuck Rat Boy. But
Rogaine Rat Boy.
Roll game rap boy.
yo, bro, can we be easy with the hair shit, man? You see what I'm looking like right now? We know I'm ugly, bro.
Bruh,
Like,
I'm
you
bald.
be getting
I
fouls.
lost my hair before you lost your hair. All right.
yeah, but
Now,
It's all right, man. Don't be
Rogaine
self-conscious,
is
man.
Rogaine, man. Like,
Life is life, man.
People need that. There ain't nothing wrong with Rogaine.
don't hate on me for bald shaming. I'm fucking bald. All right?
Yeah, exactly.
The people can't see it right now.
They can't see it, but it's fact. I'm
We're
bald.
about to and acid about to have to come on
And
camera.
acid. Said acid.
I
Yeah,
prefer
that's your new name.
mushrooms. I'm not really a big acid guy.
It don't matter.
Just
It just sounds
clarifying.
cool. And acid, double A, like Arn Anderson, fucking 4 horsemen. We the 3 horsemen. The 3 horsemen.
Tree by.
Yes, sir.
Tree by. Word, man.
Word up. But yo, I got one more. I don't know if how you have been saying. I think that's enough for the playoffs. And I think
word.
we've gone over all the playoffs of the NBA. I think that's what it is.
You wanna
But I
get
wanna
These rumor shit? This rumor shit is going on, man.
yeah, with
The trade talk?
yeah, exactly. That's
Trade
what I was
talk?
gonna bring up with facts. That's 100% facts.
sir.
So, you see certain teams and certain players that, like, for example, like Damian Lillard, right? He, you could tell there's maybe a little bit of frustration, if that's the right word, in Portland. Could look like that he would be, open to moving, even though, it definitely seems like he loves Portland as a city that he's been at for so long. But there was like a little, like a picture set up with a Laker trade, a possible Laker trade, right? Am I saying it correctly, Kush? Where it was like Caldwell Pope, Kuzma, Horton Tucker, and 3 first rounders, right? But they would get Lillard and
Melo.
I mean, Melo definitely wants to play with the Lakers. I mean, let me take that back. I don't know if he wants to play with the Lakers, but he is LeBron's boy. I think there is some sort of thrill he might have in wanting to go at it for another season, even as his age is. You know what I'm saying? Knowing that he's going to be on a LeBron James team that's at least a guaranteed a playoff spot. You know what I'm saying? And can be a championship contender. So, I mean, like, if you are going to give it a go one more time or something like that, then this would be the time to do it if you was able to go to the Lakers, if you're Melo and in that deal. But do you think the Lakers could pull something off like that? Do you think Portland would bite on something like that? Or do you think Lillard's staying there and they might bring another piece? Or the last option is Lillard just on a move, but maybe to a different team, not the Lakers.
Lillard has no power in this unless he brings up like, yo, I'm sitting if y'all trading me type shit. All right, that's number one.
Yeah, if he pulls a Kawhi.
Yeah, he pulls a Kawhi type shit. Number two, yes, Portland could bite. Yes, the Lakers could pull up this trade. If the pot sounds right, and you taking future picks and whatever, and the rebuild is there, and you see that the pieces is there in terms of a rebuild, yeah, of course they could bite, you know. And there's extra shit going on. So like, just a side note, like this nigga Lillard is playing that NBA free agency, not free agency game, but like that organizational game when he went on live with LeBron. He went on live with LeBron knowing what he was doing. They didn't even talk about shit. They talked like basketball and what they was doing, their family and shit. But literally, you watched the live, like they didn't really talk about anything.
Where?
And what's the reason for that? He's playing these games. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
They're playing these games like, yo, Portland. Yeah, y'all not hearing me when it comes to organizational shit. Like I'm trying to put my opinion out there. He wanted J Kidd. J Kidd was like, I don't want to fucking coach for Portland.
No, I don't think many people.
What I
people
think
wanna
is-
play for
well,
Portland
go
or coach for
Go ahead.
No, well, just yeah. Let me get through this. So that's happening, and Lillard is trying to stay. I think he's trying to stay in Portland. He's trying to really do his best in Portland, but Lillard has to realize that I could see that Portland is tapped out. Portland Trailblazers as an organization could not do more for Damian Lillard anymore.
Facts.
He has
Mad
to move on.
fights.
If he wants more in his career, it's the other teams that got to do it. Whether it's the Lakers, it's got to be another team that could do it and bring the players and staff and all that he wants.
Facts.
And I'm not just saying it because I'm a Knicks fan, but yes, the Lakers are big to get him. The Knicks are big to get him because these are these markets and kind of organizations that you see what's happening right now that have
the Knicks,
shit.
The Knicks have 59 million.
Absolutely.
Knicks have 59 million.
We have the cash.
I'm just saying no, but these are these places where it's like Lillard get the clean slate, and now it's because remember he grew up in Portland, so now he's at a point where he realized all this shit. Now he can start a clean slate with all the knowledge he learned and things that he wants and actually knowing shit. You know what I'm saying? That he wants to get done. So it really comes on like Lillard if he wants to like just say nah. Fuck this. I don't want to play for y'all. I'm going to sit. That's really what it's going to come down to. Because for any of those trade talks or anything to happen, like, he has to do some form of that.
Thanks.
He has to. Because other than that, he has to. But does he want to?
Yeah.
Now, that's the bigger question.
That's the question.
Because, like I said, I don't know if he sees it. I hope, like, his business people and free, agent and all that is telling him, like, bro, like, Portland's tapped out, bro. They tried, bro. They tried.
And that's,
I feel like
that's
they're
what I was
trying.
gonna like. All right, so that's what I was gonna say, man. Because at the end of the day, that's what I was. I think what Portland did is they've seen what they had in the talent in Lillard and try to do what they can in terms of building around him as a team and as an organization. They took, chances. They had like players like Nurkic and Hassan Whiteside and LaMarcus Aldridge, and they still had players like McCollum, and things like that. So
added Melo.
They try to do certain things in terms of
shit.
like trying to put a team around them. Obviously, they was already enough, so it was already enough to be competitive and be in this playoff mix. But
to get over the hump.
I think it was more exactly to get over to the next level. And I think Portland right now might be realizing that without the money or the assets, or like maybe just hitting on the draft and something like that, that they might not just get it and might have to rebuild and try to get what they can while they still can get something for the players like Damian Lillard. Now, in terms of just the Lakers getting them, I think, the Lakers is the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? Jeannie Buss, comes from,
Jones, stop, man.
She comes from her father, man, and she's an intelligent woman, and she does a lot of things. Like, they won last year. You know what I'm saying? I would say because of the moves that she was able to move. I'm not gonna say about LeBron. We all know where LeBron is, but I mean, she's still the runner of the Lakers and is able to make the moves. And I think
they got so
she
much.
still
money
has them.
tied up.
Yeah, I think she still has the ability to even pull off a move still if she wanted to. I mean, I would love for him to come to the Knicks in terms of that scenario, in terms of having the money and everything like that. But it's only with the extent. To only give up some of our young boys. Like I wouldn't want to give up, certain ones, or just all. Like if the trade was R.J. Mitchell Robinson and Obi Toppin, I wouldn't want to do it. As nice as Damian Lillard is, I wouldn't want to give that up.
I mean,
with the draft picks on top of it's like hell no. Like we just gave up we just gave up our future, and we're not even guaranteed to know if we're actually gonna be fucking in the finals. You know what I'm saying? There's certain moves that you get.
I would give up Julius Randle and Mitchell Robinson and picks.
No matter what, he's a team breaker.
What do you mean?
He's a team breaker.
I'll
Like,
do
no matter
Julius with
what
the
the
contract.
trade is.
I'll do Julius with the contract and the money. I'll do Mitchell because it's a young boy that looks promising, and I'll do the picks.
Unless it's a super max or a super max, it doesn't.
I'll
make
do the
sense.
picks. I'll give them Ntilikina and Payton.
Word. Shout out to everybody who want to check in, man. Like, we appreciate the love.
Yeah, what up, y'all?
Hey, if y'all want to call in, man, hit us up 347-586-1676 live on the show. Anything you want to talk about, anything you want to say, you already know. We appreciate the love. Let's get into. I think that's it for the NBA, man. I think we've done enough of that.
Word.
Let's get into this little NHL that we're seeing right now.
Man.
The
Islanders
Yankees
popping.
Yeah, so the
They're
Islanders
popping off.
Yeah, there's crazy fights right now, man. I wish we could have the volume up, but obviously we can't.
no,
But
This
we
hockey
watching
game
it.
is like World
Yeah,
Star
but this
right
shit
now.
is popping
Beating the
off.
crap
Hell
out
yeah,
of
that
each
yeah,
other.
they
This
really
shit's like
are.
World Star, nigga.
So if you need to really watch that game right now, Islanders Lightning. It's tied 1-1, just ended the first period. Knights and Canadians, I think, started yesterday. I think the Knights took a 1-0 lead in that one. So far, again, Islanders, Golden Knights, what I predicted before the playoffs started, it still has a possibility to come to fruition, man. And I'm really happy about it, bro. I'm really happy about it. I think
Habs are still the Habs, though. Like I can see the Canadians doing something,
no. I'm not taking nothing away from them. I'm just
but
saying
I still
that,
see the other side of it going.
No, yeah, I'm just happy. I'm just happy for the fact that I made a prediction based on what I've been seeing and everything
sis?
like that. And
Yes,
it came
sir.
out.
It's almost there. Almost there.
Shout out my sister on the check-in. What up, sis?
Word.
Wagwan.
Jones, the hockey guru.
Oh, we
over
got
here.
a question on check-in. What do you think about the Knicks pickup next? Who the Knicks will pick up next year? Before we get into the hockey, let's get into this question real quick. So, who you think the Knicks will pick up next year if there's a possibility to make it happen?
In the draft, or are you talking about free agency?
Just free in the free agency, man. What do you think? I think, like I said, I wouldn't mind a point. Well, I think we definitely need a point guard if we're not going to be able to get into the draft. Because, I mean, right now we have the 19th and the 21st pick. Is that correct? 19 and 21.
Yes. Yeah.
So with 19 and 21 pick, you could possibly trade both of them to move up to a team that wouldn't mind moving down, thinking that there's no value in their draft.
Absolutely.
The first
In their position.
The first free agent the New York Knicks will select, Russell Westbrook.
Hell no. We're not getting no Westbrook.
You think so?
Okay.
Nah.
I'm not gonna boo boo.
I think,
So do you want me to be
Chris's
honest right
opinion.
now? I'm just talking shit. I'm just kind of like going to spit out like mad names that I see are free agents right now. John Wall, Harden, Westbrook, Curry, Paul. I don't think Paul's going to come to us, man. His family's on the West Coast. You got Bradley Beal, Kemba Walker. Kemba Walker is actually big. I mean,
I don't
love
want him.
Kemba.
I don't think he's ready.
Yeah,
He's
I
not-
love
no,
Kemba,
no,
but
he
I don't
can't
want him,
come.
bro.
No.
And he's from the
I'm
BX. He's
for
from
like
the
someone
BX.
like
Shout
Terry
out to the
Rozier,
Bronx.
Terry Rozier or Zach LaVine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Those type of players. That
Dragic,
could,
Rubio.
no, I don't know about the
Nah,
point guard
not
just like
Rubio.
that, but I'm talking about
No,
those
I'm
two
just-
in terms.
I'm-
No, but what I'm trying to say is in terms of those two, in terms of LaVine and who else I just said. Scroll up again. LaVine and Rozier.
Oh.
LaVine and Rozier. I think those two players could be a real good complement to
Scary Terry.
to RJ.
No, I disagree. I don't think. No, we need a legit point guard, bro. This is what
No,
we've been
we've been
asking
needing-
for.
we've been
Rozier's
needing
not that. Rozier's a scorer, bro. Levine's a scorer.
No, I understand that, but I mean, RJ is not that scorer just yet. I mean,
No,
he's proven
I
it in the
understand,
playoffs.
but-
He had to get, bro. He played like 35 minutes. I had 7 points.
Bro,
Like, dog, like you can't score.
No,
everything you did in the season when you needed to do it in the playoffs, you couldn't.
and that's shame on him. But bro, we need a legit point guard. That's the one thing we've been screaming about.
No, I know that, but I'm just
For
saying.
years.
I understand that, but all right. So scroll back to the top of the list.
Sure.
Scroll back to the top of the list.
I wouldn't
Go
I wouldn't get
start
hyped
from the
over
top of the
Scary
list. All right. So who's number one? John Wall. You think we getting John Wall? He's a liability. I don't want him. James Harden. He's not leaving. What's a Westbrook? You said we could get Westbrook. Keep going. Steph Curry,
We
he not
talked
going
about this
nowhere.
already.
Chris Paul, he not going nowhere. Kemba
We got a
Walker is
PG on
washed up.
deck.
Kyrie Irving ain't going nowhere.
We got a
Kemba Walker's
crazy
washed up.
PG on
washed
deck.
up.
And he goes by Luka.
Dragic. Yeah, Luka.
Bildoza.
Yeah,
baby.
I think we got to put some trust in that young boy and see what he could do. But if you look at those point guards, who's there? Look, Rubio is
We
not,
got our own
is-
Luka.
It's not somebody I want to spend money on. You know?
Mm-hmm.
He's just a run of your mill point guard. He's an average point guard.
He
He's
feels
not somebody shining.
He feels like a.
That's what I'm talking about.
If
If it's not gonna
like
be
a
worth
Manu.
it, if it's not gonna be worth it to get a point guard, then you fucking spend somebody on somebody else that could compliment. fucking
Watching
that, and
his
you-
game,
and you know ping pong like who could fucking bring up the ball.
watching his game, it almost feels like a blend of Pablo Prigioni and Manu Ginobili.
That was it.
Yeah, no, I seen him.
The
Look,
Obleys.
Look, real quick, just look at the replay. His own man's. It be your own people sometimes, man.
Nah, but he went hard into him, man. Extra. He did it extra. He did it
Yeah,
extra.
I don't know. You on
He
ice?
did it extra.
You
he
on
probably
ice.
set him up to slow down in front of him. He drew the foul like on like
Wow.
fucking,
They know what they're
doing.
like a rat boy or whatever.
Wow, rap boy.
Brock
Rogaine
coming
rat?
in. Brock coming in and,
No
and setting
Rogaine,
it straight.
just rat.
What do you mean no Rogaine?
Cause I feel a certain way
Rogaine
about
rap
it.
No.
boy.
I want
Accept
hair,
it.
man. I want a hairline,
No,
ladies and
accept-
gentlemen.
no, accept it.
I wish I had a landline. If
It's
we
all right,
ever
man.
blow up,
We
one
will-
of the first things I'm buying is gonna be house,
Nah.
fucking car, hairline,
All
like
right,
that.
Listen,
bang,
listen,
bang, bang.
Listen. I will
And
set
then
this straight.
vacation.
I'll set this straight right now. All right. As being there's 2 of the 3 people that are involved in this podcast are or have balding hair or receding hairlines or whatever it may be. I will be looking for a sponsorship moving forward from Hims,
yes.
or
Yeah,
Rogaine
man.
or whoever it may be.
Word.
Not to hate on Rogaine, but you do sponsor Trae Young, all right, and you're the only that's your athlete that you
Or
sponsor.
we could
and I
even
think
do a
that's
little
hilarious.
just for
So,
men.
I call him Rogaine
thing.
Rap Boy.
Just for
Rogaine
men
rap
thing or
boy.
whatever. You know, we could be.
I like
with
that
Frazier.
name, Rogaine rap boy.
You know, my grades are screaming. I might want to die one day. Who knows?
Touch of gray, just for men.
There really isn't much free for the Knicks, man. This is what we're going for.
No, yeah,
That's what I'm
so-
saying. Like,
so-
if you're looking for a point guard, it's
Look,
hard. If not,
yeah,
then,
that's what I'm- so-
then you want to get a role player, then or not, then you try to like one of those big names that was on there, like the Steph Curry type or whatever it is, man. You try to lure one of them big boys, yo.
You're asking me.
Yeah,
that,
that's what I'm hoping for.
so
Like
that's-
we got to swing big or develop young.
Well, that's what
Either
it comes
or.
down to. Looking at the options.
Don't settle for the middle.
Looking at the options of what we just read, you were asking me the question, who we get? Well, bro, it's either go hard or go home. If we can't get any one of those big names, then we try to get in a trade. If we can't get in a trade, then we can't get it.
Yeah.
That's
we
it.
save the brand.
Exactly.
If I can't,
And we
if I
get it,
can't
try to get it
have
through
Steph-
the draft.
And then you know what we
That's
do?
what it will
And-
come
or
down
we
to.
wait to prior to the deadline or some shit when there's a team that is already completely selling, completely like can't do nothing like a team like maybe like a Washington was, where it's like they do got a Westbrook and a Beal with big contracts and like, you know what, we need to rebuild. Like maybe something like that could happen. But we'll see what happens, man.
Absolutely.
But there's a lot of question marks for the Knicks, and there's definitely still pieces that need to be filled, and hopefully eventually or soon this season it will be able to see that. You know what I'm saying? We'll be able to see that coming through.
All right,
But,
so we on to the next one.
Yeah, no, we back. Yeah. So again, just to reiterate, man, Islanders Knights, man. Let's fucking get it.
Yes, sir.
End of the first period, 1-1. Give us your feedback if y'all want to hit us up 347-586-1676. Let's get into this baseball shit, right?
Yeah, baseball system.
Yeah, sure.
Are the Yankees blowing it up right now?
No, they're not. They're shitting it up. Like they're doing shit. I think here's what I'm gonna say about the Yankees and I'm not gonna spend too much time on it because I think the way they're playing right now, they don't really deserve too much time on what they're doing right now. What the Yankees did a couple of years back was able to kind of rebuild on the fly when they was actually trying to, start clean and start fresh and shit like that. With some of the moves that they made for like Chapman and the other closer that went to the Cubs that year. I mean the Cubs and the Indians. I forget the name. But the both of them, they was able to trade 2 closers, get some real nice players like in the farm system. They developed their farm system, had some players that they was kind of ready to go up, and it kind of just all fell into place in perfect timing, and where they was able to bring these players, make these moves, and still be able to compete and be in the playoffs or in that playoff area. Obviously, Boone did some of that. I'm not really a fan of this analytic thing. I see the 100 and something games that was won, 100 games, but it doesn't really mean much if you don't actually go to the World Series. This is the New York Yankees. This is obviously the expectations of most fans because of the history that comes with it. But I think maybe we dropped into 4th place as of last night that we checked it. They're only 1 game above 500. I mean, you have teams that are like Boston, Toronto, and Tampa that are all wanting to beat the Yankees and make the playoffs. And if you don't start bringing off wins, if you don't start getting off on like a couple game streaks, like a little 10-game winning streak, maybe 2 sweeps of a series,
trouble.
Shit like that, then you might really want to think about, getting rid of some of these players. I mean, some of them you're handcuffed with, like a Aaron Hicks, like a Stanton, like a Garrett Cole, where it's like, you just signed these contracts, you're not going to be able to get them. Plus, I mean, people like, Hicks and Stanton are, constantly injured. Nobody's going to pay that money for a DH because that's essentially what Stanton is, just a DH in that lineup.
He can't,
And
motherfucker can't take the field.
Yeah, I mean,
shitty.
I mean, he can't take the field. It looks like without getting hurt because he's always hurt. So
It's like he can't fucking play. He can't DH for 3 games in a row. He's gonna get hurt.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Yeah.
I never heard that shit in my life.
Yeah. So like I said, I mean, if you might think about it, I'd open the market up. I'd open to what you got. I mean, you don't got much. I mean, you've brought almost our whole lineup is from the farm system. I mean, Aaron Judge is the farm system. Aaron Hicks is the farm system. David Torres is the farm system. Gary Sanchez is the farm system. Andrew Har is the farm system. Clint Frazier is the farm system. Brent Gardner is the farm system. Everybody that you brung up, that you got in the lineup is a farm system player. But you have nobody left. There's nobody to rebuild around. There's nothing like that. You have no more youth. You might have 2 players right now that might be considered ready for the major leagues right now, but from the reports you see and read, that they're not that ready just yet.
If the trade deadline is tomorrow, and you're the GM of the Yankees, what do you think in your head? Are you going full true rebuild?
Yeah, are you really blowing it up, or
are you
I do
going to do some halfway shit?
Halfway.
No. That's the thing, though. No, that's the thing. Once you make that commitment, there's no halfway to it.
No, no. I'm saying, what decision? Are you
yeah. Are you going? Are you
to do that, or are you going to do like the halfway type of rebuild?
What I'm saying is, what I'm doing is I'm opening up the talks for everybody.
Yeah.
I'm putting it out there to every single Major League Baseball team.
You're blowing up the
They
team.
might
So
see
that's the
it.
decision.
No, that's just what I'm putting out there. It might not be the decision. It's only going to be the decision based on what they offer me back, if it's going to be worth it. I'm not saying just to blow up the team, just to blow up the team.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
That's not what
Hey,
no.
if you put price tags on their backs, they might start playing better. Like, let's be real.
I'm just saying, like, if we're going to put it out, shout out 5 boroughs, you already.
You're
5 burros.
But I'm just saying, that's my man Bird. I'm just saying, like, if they're gonna blow it up, bro, you gotta go all the way. And that's what I'm saying. You just open up the talks. You put it out there like, this is what we're doing, this is what we're thinking. Everybody's on the table except for like this and this, unless the asking price for that is good for it too. We're not completely against.
Well, here's
it.
the thing. What can of worms that's opening up once that goes public. You know what I'm saying?
So what? Then the Yankees haven't been doing nothing.
But you're saying so what? But you're kind of going. That is the decision, though.
But similar to what
I'm letting everybody know.
But it's similar what Ant just said. He just said that might spark a fight in the ass, man.
Yeah,
Light 'em up.
or it might not, and then we're like, fuck it, these niggas gonna trade me. They're gonna split the whole team up. That's
Okay,
it.
all right, that's part of the game. You know what I'm saying?
No,
If
no,
you
yeah.
can't
I
handle
get
that,
it.
then be the fuck out. Like,
Okay,
we don't want you neither.
I
Same,
get it,
same
but
thing happens in basketball.
Yeah, like,
You know
I
what
get
it
it,
is.
but let's
Chris
bring it
Taps.
full circle to the question. My thing is that as a GM, I feel like by you saying, okay, I'm at least going to open the talks for everybody.
Yeah,
you
fuck
do
that.
have, that is, your decision is, okay, let's go, you know?
Full rebuild.
Yeah, you got to.
Mm-hmm.
That would be your intent.
I just thought, like, yeah, that's
your
what I'm just
intent
saying.
is not,
No,
let
all
me
right.
let off two people and let's see if we could do this.
No,
You're not running the
that's-
table.
No, that's just what I'm saying, though.
You're not
Like,
running the table, though.
I'm just open and saying that I'm listening to offers. That's all I'm saying.
But you're not trying to run the table.
What do you mean run the table?
Pick up, maybe try to get one player or two players and try to keep what you got and see if it
Yeah,
can
is
work.
there any player
That is what I'm trying to say.
Is
Or
there
are
any
you
player-
offering the table to everybody and see what you get back, if anything at all?
Is there any player on the Yankees that you feel attached to? Like we have
Aaron
players.
Aaron
Judge.
we have-
Judge. Yeah. I think only Aaron Judge is the only player that technically you probably wouldn't trade
Aaron
because
Judge.
He's off the table.
because of what he does, on and off the field, and when he does play, obviously he's a monster. He's proven it this year already again. I think that's the one you hold on to. I mean, if there was a pitcher, I guess Garrett Cole, we're gonna see how he's gonna act from the sticky icky situation, but I don't know, but because you need a pitcher. Like if it's DeGrom, like with the Mets, you don't let that person go. You hold them down exactly like they did. I mean, if you look back at it now, when they was asking for Gleyber Torres and Miguel Andujar, and the Knicks was and the Yankees was like, nah, we only gonna do Gleyber. It was like, you know what, or one or the other. Now we needed to do both. So I think let's see what happens with that. But yeah, I don't know. I said I would do a true rebuild. I'd open the door up to see what I would get offered for a true rebuild. And if the players that they're asking for and what they're giving me back is potential and things of that nature that I think is worth it, then I'll go all the way in and I'll go all in and I'll just be like, fuck it. Yeah, this is what we're gonna keep, this is what we're gonna let go, and this is what we're gonna start with, and we're gonna build from the ground up, and we're gonna start with our farm system and getting picks and young boys that in the next 2 years, if we just be whack, we'll be contenders again. I think it'll be worth it.
Yeah, at the end of the day, from what the money situation is like to the personnel situation, what the personnel situation is like, it's all very hard for Cashman right now, and I feel like his back is he's cornered. I don't feel like there's a lot of room and a lot of leverage he has. Unless he does one of those fucking crazy ass moves, like he does trade Judge or some crazy shit like that, which we don't think. Yeah, like we don't see that happening. But that's what I'm saying. It will take some shit like that. You know what I mean? But I don't see it like. I don't know, man. I don't see this going farther. I feel like the Yankees have hit a very, very boxed in situation right now. Yeah, and they have important
perfect assessment.
Yeah, and they have certain decisions, kind of like what we were just going back and forth on to make.
That's what I'm saying. They're
decisions.
So boxed in that opening the door and considering
like you have to
it's not a bad
that
idea.
option has to be something that's going through your
But then at that point, here's what the other part about it is: like if you are gonna do that, then at this very moment, then you also got to make a decision on Cashman, and I'll just end it with that.
Wow.
Because at the end of the day, if you are going to go to a true rebuild, and then that means if you're going to allow Cashman to do it, then you got to believe in him, and he's still there for the next couple of years.
So
if you're starting to now question Cashman as a GM or whatever the fuck he is, and thinking that, maybe we need to start going a different route or a different way, or thinking just another way with him and having somebody else come in, then you don't do the rebuild with him as making the decisions. Because how can you let him make the decisions, then fire and then hire a new GM and tell him, here, this is what you have to work with, make it happen.
No, yeah,
and then judge him in 2 or 3 years and then get rid of another one.
No, we know how
you know
it
what I'm
works.
saying?
It needs to be a full organizational rebuild if you're going to do
No,
a full...
I'm just saying, no, if you are going to do the full, no, it doesn't have to be. Because, I mean, Cashman, in the past couple of years, he's been a little questionable. But, I mean, it's only the Yankees play from what the standards are. Like, when you win 103 games as a team and you're one of the best teams in the league, you've done all you can as the GM. I've gotten what I needed. I'm putting the best product on the team. I can't play the games for them. They got to still win them. But at 103 wins, I've done that. At 100 wins, I've done that.
Nope. So, Cashman is not the problem. Cashman is not the problem.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, they're cornered right now, but guess what? That was just a horrible turn of events all the way around. When you brought these players up and they performed the way they did, you took that bet that they will continue to do this, and you also took the bet that well, it's not taking the bet, but it's things you can't call, like injury, you know what I mean, occurred. Mm-hmm. You also take the Stanton. You pick up Stanton, you know what I mean? Stanton and Judge now are realistically the same player.
Facts.
Yep. Not Judge.
No. Judge plays. No. Judge plays. I'm not gonna take that from him because he got an arm. He makes good catches. He's stealing home runs. He's mad tall.
Consistent. He's been consistent. But what I mean is by the same player is that Judge might be Stanton in like a year or two because of where you kind of see it going through with the injuries. Like he's already been hurt in the same kind of type of shit that's happening. You know, they're both big body players. You know what I mean? You can see it happening. But what you thought you was going to get and everything happening just ended up not happening. You took a bet on your farm system because it was producing crazy, but now it's not clicking anymore. I'm really and
absolutely facts.
Yeah, and you can't, and you obviously nobody could predict the injuries, so I'm not going to fault Cashman on injuries. I feel like Cashman is one of the greatest GMs. I do feel like that, and I don't feel like it's his fault. And I feel like if the Yankees do decide to do a full a true rebuild, keep him. Because in the words of Don LaGreca, who you taking out? Or who you bringing in?
It's a big question.
Who you going to bring in then?
Mm-hmm. Well,
I will keep Cashman.
We'll see. We'll see as we approach.
You let Cashman go. He's coming to Queens. He ain't leaving New York.
No, I'm just saying. We'll see what happens, man. As we approach the deadline and the All-Star break, you already know. If things move, then, you know, they'll do it. If they find a way, they could find a way. If not, then just going to be content with it is. With the team they got, saying, like, here, this is all we got to put out there. This is it. Like,
yeah. No, I feel you with that, Kush. Without a good replacement in the market.
Then why?
Why fire him?
Why?
It's stupid. Any business is the same way.
Why?
Like, why?
I mean, it's the New
And
York.
Cashman.
I understand that.
Even though he's doing shitty, he's one of the best out there.
All right, but let's not forget, man, that's the New York Yankees. So New York Yankees even sometimes have the possibility to bring somebody.
That's your pride, not mine.
No,
okay.
That's your pride, not mine.
Jones,
I don't look at it
like that. Jones is right too.
I'm not saying that. You're talking about the GM of the New York Yankees. Yeah. There's people that see that as their dream job, and if they had the opportunity to get it, they'll get it
in a heartbeat.
Like, I don't know what you're talking about. In terms of pride, it's not my pride. I'm just saying.
That sounds like a little Yankee pride.
It's a sweet job right there.
Whatever, bro. You could say the same thing about the Dallas Cowboys. I hate them.
Shitty.
Doesn't matter,
Still
man.
a plush job.
It's like some people see the Dallas Cowboys as like, what? I'm gonna be the fucking general manager of the Dallas Cowboys. I
get it.
As horrible as it sounds. But yeah, man. So how about your Mets, man?
Mets is on fire, man. I mean, not super fire, but fire enough for what the fuck we have. And I'm gonna just say this right now. Early prediction, if y'all don't mind. Rojas, manager of the year. How?
I like it. I like it.
No, like how can you not? Like they're 11 games over 500.
In the situation that we're
playing, you know, for a lot of those games, we're fucking playing with a AAA team. We only got our starters out there. Everybody's producing how they producing. DeGrom's going for MVP. Legit first pitcher in history to go 10 plus games with the under 1 ERA. can't deny it, man. The shit it's beautiful to watch, and they're fun to watch, man. They're just so fun. They're just so fun to watch. Like it's enjoyable, man.
No, it's actually really.
It really is. Like when we fucking lost against the Padres and shit, like we was up like fucking
Tatis.
a run or two. Fernando Tatis, you know, he did his thing, and they ended up winning like 7-2. That was still a fun game to watch, even though we lost. I ain't gonna lie to you.
No, it was a really good.
Yeah, it was a very entertaining game.
Yeah, he smacked one.
Yeah. No, he did his thing, man. Tatis is definitely up there in the MVP conversation, but not, you know, he's still under DeGrom because, you know, DeGrom is the Las Vegas favorite for the MVP, if you did not know. Just so you know.
Yeah, I know somebody. I know somebody who might win the MVP, but I'm gonna shout him out a little bit, man. I'm gonna let you continue this man shit. Go ahead, man. So what else, man?
Nah, that's about it, man. I mean,
I feel like no. What we can say is the amount of games that's about to be coming up for y'all with a lot of doubleheaders coming in. So I think you're gonna finally come in, and you know it could really help y'all in terms of even gaining a bigger lead in what y'all got and where y'all at, and in terms of being above 500 and things of that nature, or it could bring you back down to the level of like, oh man, like these games, these things had an effect, these rain delays, COVID shit, things like that. And
so touching on that,
hopefully you'll be able to recover and it won't.
Touching on that
have a big effect on y'all for the long term.
Right. Well, forget the long term. It's kind of like the now. It's the effect now because
I'm just saying after the effect, if you can't like recover from it as a team, like in terms of like. Maybe either getting healthy or getting that rest because you're playing so many games in a short period.
We got so many people out, bro. By the time we get through this little run that we're going to go through, they're probably all going to come back. So it doesn't even matter. That's what I'm saying it's about now. Well, that's what I'm saying about now. So on that point of
call us up, 347-586-1676. Go ahead.
On that point of us playing so much games in a row in these doubleheaders, you know, we got this doubleheader back-to-back with the Braves and the Nationals, away and home. Like, you kind of see this taking a toll on our relief pitching. Like, we're kind of coming back down to earth a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, we're doing great, man. And I feel like, you know, like, we're kind of squeezing out all the juice out of the fucking orange right now. In terms of what we have. Yeah, in terms of what we have. So, like, you could definitely see the bullpen it's taking a toll on the bullpen. These are a lot of games consecutive, bunched up, man. There's very limited off days. It's one of the toughest stretches, I feel like, in baseball right now.
Yeah, 'tis the season.
Yeah, I think it really is. I think if we were to pull up all the schedules and all that in terms of games and shit, I think this is one of the toughest stretches right now that we have to go through. The only reason I brought up the now is because once we get through this stretch, it kind of evens out a little bit. It smooths out a little bit more because it kind of gets back into, like, the regular schedule and shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And when that happens is the due dates in terms of when we expect our players to get back, our major players to get back.
Yeah.
All right,
that's what I'm saying. Like,
hopefully,
this is key.
Exactly.
No, but you were right. I'm sorry to cut you off, but you were right because this is that prime moment right now where it's like, okay, this is what's going to make or break us because we have to try to get out of this or at least come out 500 on this shit.
Getting some of those wins on those doubleheaders that way that we have that cushion.
Yeah.
Going forward, and then when we actually get to a regular schedule and we start getting players back, it gives us room for adjustment.
Oh yeah.
Well, what I think. Go ahead. All I'm just gonna say is based on what the Mets have been going through this year, I think everything is just falling into place, you know. And I think if you continue to see that, where all right, they get through this stretch, and then like you said, people are starting to come back exactly as they're supposed to come back in times in the time frame and after the fact, and things of that nature. I think that they can, crazy to say that, I think they're bred for the World Series right now.
Can we drop a applause for that?
Yeah, I mean it's crazy to say, but I think what the Mets are doing, I think because again, like I said it last week, and I'm just gonna say it again real quick, like those teams, no matter what sport it is, like when you look back at the teams that won, there are times where shit just goes right for them. Everything falls into place. You got good luck. You got good karma. You got everything just on your back, helping you on your side, and you know. It just works out from time to time like that. You know what I'm saying? You already know. Call us on 347-586-1676 if you want to hit us up or chat. But is that it for the Mets?
Yeah, man.
I just want to give one shout out to my man Vlad Guerrero Jr. Like Vlad Guerrero, that was definitely one of my favorite players growing up. I remember being at a Yankee game one day against the Angels when he was on the Angels. And if you know how Yankee Stadium is, the away benches is on the third base side, right?
Yep.
Dog, he's by the steps of the away benches, and he's throwing home runs like over the fence into left field.
That's crazy.
From over there, bro. Like throwing souvenirs to fans, like they're catching it like it's a home run, but he's throwing it.
That's so legit.
Crazy, bro.
That's
like
crazy.
he had a crazy arm, dog. That was the reason why I liked him so much, because for me on a personal level, I think one of the most exciting plays in baseball is like the throw from the outfield to home plate or to third base.
No
You
bounce.
know what I'm saying?
No bounce.
Whatever
No
it
hop.
is.
Straight.
Imagine
just a gun.
Straight bomb.
Yeah.
Yo, that's
you know,
why I used to love
Vlad is
Cespedes.
Vlad is nice that. Cespedes is nice that. You
Yeah.
know, there's just certain these plays that are like that. But I want to give Vlad his shout out, man. He just he's smacking shit. He got like 20 home runs, I think. He's also on MVP watch this year, man. I think we're gonna add him to the DeGrom list.
Him,
What it
Tatis.
is. Yep, Tatis, them
But
three.
definitely Vladdy Jr., man, is doing his fucking
Vladimir
thing, man.
Guerrero Jr.,
it's
Fernando
doing his thing,
Tatis,
man.
and Jacob DeGrom
Big
are
shout out
all
to you,
on
bro.
MVP watch right now.
MVP watch so far that we see as the season progresses.
Dun dun dun.
So I think that's it for
Fucking SU.
baseball. I want to give another shout out to Clarissa Shields. Someone I
Okay.
brung up.
Little MMA talk.
Yeah, that's actually someone I brung up as a shout out to her, because I don't know if you've seen it a couple episodes back. What she did was she's been a boxer. She has like all these belts as a boxer.
She Olympic
Gold medalist,
yeah.
everything like that. So she's on that, and what happened is that she transferred to the MMA, had her first fight this weekend, and actually won with a TKO in the third round. You know, I heard some
Ground
of
to
her,
pound.
Yeah, I heard some of her, feedback. You know, it looked like I didn't get to see the fight. I was at work overnight on Saturday, but I did see that she lost the first 2 rounds, but she was like, I'm not going to lose this fight, and was able to, hold it down. Third round, like Kush had the ground and pound, and, was able to walk away with the victory. And I commend her as, someone that, one of the first people that we actually see from boxing move into the MMA lane. We've seen it with McGregor on the other way, but this was a legit fight. This is not no exhibition shit or nothing like that. Professional fight. And she held her own, and she did her thing, and, shout out to her. And, part of it was, she did say, like, boxing wasn't being able to get the purses and give her the money that she deserves for the training that she's getting. And she went to the MMA world to step in, and she got paid. And it looks like, she's going to get a couple more fights. She's going to get a couple more fights, and she's going to get a couple more bags. And, shout out to her, man. Clarissa Shields.
She bring that
Word.
She's doing the thing.
heat. Ground and pound finish.
Should we go for the new segment right now?
Why not?
Let's do it. Oh, what?
So this week, man, we're introducing a new segment that I think we're going to make the attempt to do every week.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, it's going to be there. It's going to be there.
It's going to be the
One
you
way or another, trust me. It'll be
facts. Yo, the you fucked up moment of the week. So
You
if
done fucked
you
up, bro.
are on this list, you done fucked up.
Fucked up, bro.
On that, man. So the you fucked up moment of the week. And we're going to go and give it to the dude.
I think everybody knows almost.
Yeah, the dude that got beat up at the Jazz game by the Suns fan.
Suns in 4.
Suns in 4. You seen homeboy, So and he's drunk. He's talking shit to a Suns fan. Wants to
Extra
get all
hard with the
rowdy
hands.
and swings on the Suns fan first.
Yeah, nah, he definitely.
And then gets his ass beat.
So
you know what I'm saying?
So I just want to play out the scenario a little bit real quick.
Go ahead, please do.
And so no, it just from whatever video footage we got, it looks like there was a little tussle in terms of maybe some pushing around going on. But then the Denver fan goes, he tucks something in his stomach or whatever, like in his pants, and then goes and try to sucker punch the Suns fan, man.
Damn.
Yo, the Suns fan leans back, whatever, grabs the dude,
Starts
and
rocking him.
lays like 11 unanswered rocks
Yup, facts.
to his face, in which he throws 3 unanswered throws and punches to his homie while yoking up his mans. then throws another few rounds and breaks the homie's nose, bro.
Word.
People are
Facts.
crazy in Phoenix. I wouldn't mess with anyone.
It was
from
in Denver.
Phoenix.
It was in Denver. It was in Denver.
It was in Denver for that.
Denver
I was in
fan,
Phoenix. It was a
you
Phoenix fan in
fucked
Denver.
up.
That's what I was saying, though. You messed with the.
You fucked up. You want to know why you fucked
You
up? Because
fucked up.
now Devin Booker is looking for this guy, and you just made him famous. Where Devin Booker's probably gonna give him some tickets or some
Word.
shit.
Well, I don't know about he's famous, but he's definitely gonna get some love.
Oh hell yeah!
He's not gonna
Probably
be
get
so
an
famous,
autographed
but he's
jersey
definitely
or
gonna get some love.
shit.
Yeah,
Like, you started a fan and just got him an autographed jersey.
as he should. He defended
yeah.
himself
Facts.
in a non-pussy way.
Yeah.
He didn't do nothing cheesy. He
He didn't
didn't
do
break a
nothing.
bottle over his
Uh-huh.
head or nothing.
Facts.
You fucking said, what? You gonna swing on me? Nigga, Suns in 4.
Suns in 4.
In 4.
Yep.
In 4.
So we.
In 4.
He pulled the 4 out and he started sweeping the floor with it.
Ooh.
So we got our first caller.
Grr.
Oh, we got another call in. What up? What up? You live on the Jones Hour. Who this?
Wagwan.
Where you from?
Hello.
What up? Can you hear us?
Familiar.
Sour.
It's the Jones Hour, yes.
I'd like to give greetings to Mr. Jones himself, my man K, and my boy Ant.
Oh, what up, Pops? What's going on, man?
Let's give one to Mr. Jones.
Jones, we born to die.
What up?
Ooh, what up,
What's
Mr.
going
Jones?
on, man?
Gentlemen, I've been burning this question. Has it been in my head? I know I'm late. I apologize.
That's
Work
all right.
has been kicking my ass. And I know
all right.
that you gentlemen are talking about something else, but
It's all
I'd
good.
love to ask one question to you as a panel.
All right, let's
With-
hear it.
All the interactions that the NFL players have had more now than ever with their ability to move and try to move themselves around for whatever the reasons are, especially for situations of economics. And because we all know that football, the time span of an average ball player is only 3.5 years, and the overwhelming majority of them are not guaranteed contracts.
Mhm.
Do you think it's feasible and viable that in the next contract between the league and the union, that the union actually pushes for guaranteeing contracts, especially for those players that are not necessarily first or second round ball players?
I think that's a real valid
Because
question.
obviously, I'm sorry, and let me just add things. The profit margin of football is higher than any other sport because they literally have so little amount of games, but because of the home attendance and the national contract they have, they're not looking at 82 games like football or like basketball and hockey or the 162 games of baseball. So literally, their overhead is so much less than the rest of the sport.
No, you're absolutely right, sir.
Facts.
Well,
I would say I think that in from what we've already seen in the history of past of how some of these players that have sustained so many injuries, that we see, and then not able to eventually pay their medical bills and shit like that. I think it's inevitable that they have to make guaranteed contracts, and if there is like this average of players that they're not gonna do it, then maybe you put maybe you could put a cap on how long you could get an average contract, a guaranteed contract for, or some way, because they're not going to really want to do it because it's such a big investment, where there's such a huge risk of being able where somebody does get hurt and now, they can't play again or they can't play for the season or whatever it might be. But I think the players deserve it. That's definite, first and foremost. I mean, they're the athletes. They're the ones that's filling the stadiums. They're the ones that's putting on the show every week that they can make all this money. Without the athletes, they have nothing, I mean, if you try to use replacement players, you wouldn't get half the viewership or fandom that you get as you do get right now.
Yeah,
so I think the
gonna have
leverage is
Flacco.
all in the players' hands. I think that's what they need to do. I think I would even strike if they didn't get to this point. I think that's what it needs to be. And I think there has to be other incentives like inside these contracts that, as soon as you are like how it is for baseball, I think it is. Like once you've played baseball, you automatically get some sort of like insurance for the rest of your life or some shit, or like these other sports. I think that needs to be done in football for everybody, and they need to pay some of that money back to whoever that has already paid and is not receiving it.
Yeah. So you hit a little bit of a point on mine with the it is a business, and you're paying so much value for so much risk. As you said, Mr. Jones, you said average lifespan or career span of a player is 3.5 years. That ain't nothing. I personally do not see the guaranteed contracts happening, but I see the other policies coming into place when it comes to health insurance, and it comes to basically things like that. When it comes to like the health of the players and take care of them in that sense. But the guaranteed contracts part, I don't see that happening, man. That's only going to happen to those 1% of the 1%.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right about that.
Or who they deem is the 1%. This
deserves it.
Yeah, who deserves it. I don't think Cousins deserves it, but he got it, which is why I say that. Who they deem. But people like Patrick Mahomes, Tom Brady, whoever got those guaranteed contracts, got those guaranteed money and finessed it like that. That's the 1%. I don't see it going into guaranteed contracts. I don't see the owners.
And I'm sorry, get finished, son. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, it's fine. I just don't see the owners and the Players Association like agreeing on that. Like it'll for everybody to get guaranteed contracts. The NFL, you just said how much money the NFL makes. Well, guess what? They want to continue making that. They're greedy motherfuckers. All of America is. Trust me.
They haven't made more than any other team ownerships. Like any other league out there. I mean, the tax breaks that they get compared to...
It's ridiculous. It's like they're churches. It's like they're a fucking church.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so it's like... I don't see that.
That's why they play on Sunday.
Yeah, that's why they play on Sunday.
Football's a religion in America. Yeah,
that's a fact. That's a fact. So I don't see it like switching to the guaranteed contracts, but to I guess be the mediator between both worlds. I do see the Player Association fighting for some health insurance type shit and holding them and their families down.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Pops, you want to add something to that?
Yeah.
I think that, gentlemen, I don't know if you know what I do for a living. I don't know if Brian has ever shared that with you, but I'm a union rep, and this is my 32nd year of representing working class people. So I believe that the players have a leverage more than any other sport because of the popularity of the sport and how well it's been documented that these people they leave this sport like just a shell of what they are physically and sometimes mentally also because of so many of the hits. So I think that if they ever decided to goddamn Tampa just scored. I'm sorry. If they ever
at the same thing right now.
I'm watching the Island game. I think that if the Player Association do it right, I think they would have enough backing of the fans to actually have a strike that could do something and actually cause major change in the sports. I mean, granted, we're not talking about the NFL, and we're not talking about Kurt Flood, who obviously brought in the idea of free agency and eventually a union in baseball. But I do believe that you can't ignore the fact of how popular the sport is, and you can't ignore the fact of how many people leave this sport and they can barely get out of bed. And I think that money, the idea that somebody can get hurt on a second year because they're a free agent and they just simply don't give them that money, I think it's just a sin because of the physicality of the sport.
So, you have a point, Mr. Jones. Yeah, I feel like there needs to be some sort of balance. Kush said it before, where he basically says he doesn't see it going the other way, but he could see it going to the insurance side. I can also see it going to guaranteed insurance side over them getting guaranteed contracts.
Yeah, Mr. Jones. Like, I completely agree with you. Like, I am on the player side of this. Like, we've seen, the repercussions of this and how lives have crumbled. You know what I mean? For what? They dedicate their whole life, and in 2 years they out, and now they fucking struggling. Fucked up, broken knees. I hear you, and I see you, and I agree. I just don't see it happening, at least in the immediate future right now.
I was just gonna say one thing. And I think that what they should also be asking for is maybe the first contract or these
the first year guaranteed.
No, just their first like 3 to 5 years of playing should be guaranteed money. You know, because if the average out of it is not, if your average life span of playing is 3.5 years, and say I'm a player and I made $10 million each year, you know, and it was only 30. That was my guaranteed money. It was $10 million each year, and that's for 3 years, $30 million. But but my play led to so many things, and it made you way more money than $30 million. Like, you shouldn't have a problem paying that, you know, because it's within your salary cap, you know, like that money's already allocated. I think.
I agree. I think that at least for those guys that go in the 6th and 7th round, or those free agents, you know, we're not talking about the 14 or 15 million a year. We're talking about maybe a contract of all of maybe $3.5 million for 3 years. I don't see how you can just, you know, the idea of actually just using human bodies for the, you know, expanding your wallet is sinful. So I don't see how economically this is not going to break any of these franchises, and especially the long-term franchises.
Absolutely not. You're right.
Oh, we know it's not going to break their pockets. It's just they're greedy fucks.
No, but that's what's the fucked up part about it, bro.
Yeah,
because
that's
we
the whole
know
thing.
it's not going to hurt
we
your
know
pocket.
that.
We know you got the bread for
we
it.
know that.
We know, we see the deals, the TV deals that you sign, the Thursday night, the Monday night, the Sunday games. You know what I'm saying?
The international
radio
games.
Shit, everything. It's
All
everywhere.
all
You
these
make
teams
money
are trying
everywhere.
to pinch pennies for some
Everywhere.
reason.
Side note,
And you're
Mr.
talking
Jones,
about,
they
like,
playing in Germany supposedly. Y'all heard that?
Yeah,
They locked up a contract to play in Germany,
Wow.
like a game.
regular season game in Germany.
Then supposedly they're going to be 2 European games, one in England and one in Germany.
Crazy,
Dope,
right?
dope.
But that's the money they're locking up.
Yeah,
they're
but
getting international money
that just
now.
makes it worse. That just makes it worse. Like, you're getting able to do these things, and you're making players do that. Now those players got to travel over there. You know what I'm saying? So you're asking all of this of these players, and one person that's going only guaranteed $3 million, and you're like, oh no, it's a $3 million contract, but it's not guaranteed. You know, you'll penny pitch and be like, oh well, based on what your performance is, you only getting $990,000 this year. You know, you're not getting the $3 million, and it's fucked up. You know, it's fucked up.
They cut them and signed them back at a lesser price to do the same work that they did before. That anywhere else in the United States, it would be completely illegal except for the NFL. You know,
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'll let you finish. Go ahead.
No, I just think that, and that's why I would like to hear, especially through the view of younger gentlemen that are, you know, as rabid as I am about sports, and see that it is, because I think there is a way to it, but I think it might even be a sliding scale. The idea that if you make less money, then that money at least should be guaranteed, as opposed to the 10, the 15, the 20, the whatever $1 million that I can understand that maybe not all of that guaranteed, but because in every other sport, including soccer, is guaranteed, but football.
So I just want to say, from what you were saying, Jones, to what Mr. Jones was saying, right? There is an answer. They just have to find it. There is an answer between what you were saying and what Mr. Jones was saying. You know, yeah, it could be a sliding scale basis, or it could be, all right, the lifespan of a average and an NFL player is 3 years. Then your first 2 years is guaranteed. Anything after that is based upon what you could do and how healthy you are.
Yeah, that's
like
what
whatever
saying.
it is.
I think that's the best route you could go.
But it doesn't matter whether it's yours or Mr. Jones' theory. You know what I'm saying? In terms of making it happen, the point is that there is answers out there. Is them finding it and when are they gonna make this happen. That's really what it's gonna come down to. You know, and hopefully soon, man, because it's fucked up, man. It's getting to a point where it's a little fucking inhumane. I mean, the only reason we can't say inhumane is because some of these players are making millions of dollars.
Yep.
You know, but
the sacrifice.
You know, from what it comes down to.
I mean, you know,
there still is a cost of living. There still is a cost of living.
Jim Otto, who was an offensive lineman that played for decades, had both his knees replaced, couldn't basically walk. Now, granted, this was an era where football was a whole lot more violent, but look at what happened to Dave Durson, who actually shot himself with a shotgun in his chest because those are well documented things that sooner or later they just can't keep on ignoring. And I think that, I think it's, as a union person, I think it's on the union to push this. Push it because I think the fan base would support them. I really do. But
well, we'll see, man.
Either way, gentlemen, as
Thanks,
always,
man.
it's a pleasure to talk to the best sports show and hip hop show in the United States.
Facts. That's a big fact. You already know.
Jones, you get a round of applause, man.
Appreciate that. We appreciate that, sir.
They hearing you. All right, man.
Always a pleasure.
Thanks, man.
Yes, all of you have a good evening, son. I love you. Have a great day.
Thanks, Pops. I love you
Later,
too,
man.
Take care. Good night.
Love you, man. Later.
Yo, man, y'all could call in too, man. 347-586-1676, man. We talk about anything, man. Anything y'all want to bring up. But we was in the you fucked up moment of the week, so
well, he fucked up. We all seen it. The world's seen it.
This guy definitely fucked up.
Yeah, he fucked up.
That's a new segment for us, man. We're gonna do it every week, man. Every week. So, because there's guaranteed somebody's gonna fuck up.
And you know what? Listen, we working on this segment. We gonna talk about it. Yo, there might be fucking a couple of them. It might not just be one. It might be a few of them.
Yeah,
they might
how
be.
Much you fucked
some
up.
of them might be us. We'll see.
Facts.
You never know.
You never know.
Well, now I want to get into the top 5 real quick. Before we
Top
end with the Love Jones Uncut. Love Jones Uncut. Unfucking cut. You know what I'm saying? But top 5, yeah. Love Jones Uncut, bro. We getting real explicit, triple X shit. You know what I'm saying?
All my nieces and nephews go to bed.
Yes. Not yet. After top 5. Watch the top 5 first. So, yo, we're going to get into the top 5 this week. Watch the top 5 first. Right?
You're right.
Thank you. Please.
Keep it up.
We need the viewership. Please. Keep watching. And then, the explicitness is going to come. I'll let you know. But we're going to do the top 5 this week. I'm not going to front. It's hard to come up with these things. I've done so many. I actually got to look back and see which ones I've done because I forgot how many I've done. And
You've done at least 23 of them.
Obviously. No, because the first 2 or 3 episodes, I don't think I had a top 5.
I'm just talking shit. Go ahead,
but
man.
it's close enough. You know what I'm saying? So I was running out, and I was desperate to find something, and then I seen that there's gonna be another versus, man. These versus things is getting popping, man. I love Swizz and Timbaland did another one, and now this week we're gonna have Eve, or I don't know if it's this week or this weekend, but it's gonna be Eve versus Trina. It's gonna be a versus that we're gonna see. I think that's more for the females, and it came to me like, you know what? There are a bunch of female tracks that I like, and I wanted to put my favorite 5 out there. My favorite 5 female tracks, in hip hop of some of it is just a track. Like you'll see that in number 5 of it is obviously people that I believe that are nice in the game and have done a lot to be where they're at right now or in it. All right, so number 5, like I said, is just one of my favorite tracks from a female artist. She has had some moments in history recently, but it's Azealia Banks and it's the 212. I like that track. That shit is fire. But her on a personal level,
She's dope.
She's mad creative. Yeah, she is. She's from Harlem, shit like that. But
she's good people. She's good people.
She just sometimes gets in trouble with her mouth, I would just say. You know what I'm saying?
She's a real New York City kid, though.
Yeah, definitely. She's New York through and through.
I've seen her in the street before.
And like I said, I like that song 212, Azealia Banks. So that's number 5 in my favorite female artist tracks. Number 4 is actually going to come from Eve. It's Let Me Blow Your Mind featuring Gwen Stefani, produced by Dr. Dre.
Okay.
I wanted to think of a Trina track. There's a lot of Trina tracks that I like. I just realized a lot of them had features. And where this one has a feature, I just feel like these other ones are, more to me. Trina was more of a down south, pussy popping on a handstand type of thing. And, that's cool, but it's not necessarily like the hip hop that I'm talking about. But I'm not taking anything away from her, from the type of person she is and artist that she is and the music that she makes, because she's definitely talented. But yeah, so that's number 4. Number 3 is Missy Elliott, Get Your Freak On.
Let's go.
I fuck with Missy. I like that track. I always like the video for that shit too. You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna be number 3, Missy Elliott. Number 2 is Lil' Kim, Crush on You.
Okay.
That song I still love to this day. I know you see me in the video. True. I like the video. She had a different color hair and shit like that. Everybody had different jerseys on for every color hair. She was fire. You know, I just remember that video when it came out and that song came out. I was like, oh, she changing the game. You know what I'm saying? And then number 1 is Miss Martin by Remy Martin, man. I know that's
fire.
I know it's on the Big Pun album, but that was the first real track of hers, and that comes out. I'm like 17. I'm like, oh, she's killing it. She's rhyming like a dude. Like that's what you legit first heard when you first heard her spit. Like it wasn't like a Little Kim vibe or something like that on like a sexual flow or like that. No, it's like she was coming with bars, and that's what it was. And Miss Martin being like one of her first tracks like ever to hit that mainstream level, being on Big Pun's album, I think really did it for me. And made me a believer from that moment on. And that's how it goes. So I'm going to go through it again. Azalea Banks, number 5, 212. Number 4, Eve featuring Gwen Stefani, Let Me Blow Your Mind. Number 3, Missy Elliott, Get Your Freak On. Number 2, Little Kim, Crush on You. And number 1, Remy Martin, Miss Martin. So that's the top 5 for this week. In terms of my list.
Jones, we born to die.
Can we Love Jones Uncut? Still
Take off your iPads.
Yes.
Take off under 18. Go to bed.
Put on the earmuffs.
No.
Man. We're going to raise some questions. We're going to do what it is, man.
Love Jones.
Do it again. I didn't play my violin. One more. Thank you, man.
Jones,
I'm in it. You know what
we
I'm saying?
born to die.
We born to die. Yo, all right, man. So Love Jones Uncut this week, man. It's gonna be about some porn things. You know, I gotta shout out my mans. Some porn shit.
Oh,
yeah, man. That's what we're gonna be talking about. I shout out my mans, man. Somebody that's really my mans. You know, I you know he's been through a lot, but he's overcome a lot. You know, and has gone a long way in this world. You know what I'm saying? And he be doing the production of this porn shit. So I'm gonna shout out two of his joints right here. You go to chatterbait.com/the boom boom room. That's THEBOOMBOOMR00M Again, chatterbait.com, the boom boom room. And one of his main actresses, you can follow her at onlyfans.com/Callie Chase. My man's on Instagram is called Sebastian Chase. So you could search all of this up. We'll have the links on there. You know, but this week's Love Jones is something different. You know, I know he does this thing and it is what it is, but would you do it? Would you consider doing porn? I mean, I guess I'd consider doing it. I think everybody's seen porn, right? At some point in your life you had to.
Never in my life.
Yeah, sure. So someone has ever seen porn.
Ever watched porn at least 3 times a day?
I'm just saying, like, damn, you just, I don't know, bro. Like, I don't got 12 inches, bro. Like, that's what you see. You just see mad 12-inch cock sometimes, and it's just like, what the fuck? Like, damn, bro. Like, slow down, dog. Like, I only got like 7, 8. Nigga, like, fuck, you know, like that's not gonna work. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. Like, if the money's right, like, can you imagine it, bro? Like, 100,000. Is there a price tag to get you to do porn? Or is this something like it doesn't matter how much money they offer me, I would never do it? Because I have a price on it. Like, if they was gonna give me mad money, I think I'd at least try.
To each his own, man, and it depends on everybody.
Yeah, that's what I'm just saying. I wanted to bring up the question.
Me no.
Ant?
Me no.
No?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it.
Oh,
But
I
no,
would,
no,
man,
but
for like a mil?
You
Not
brought
even
it
for
up.
$1 million.
We got someone.
You brought your
we got someone that says
OnlyFans up.
yes, he'll do porn.
Yeah.
He said, "What's the price?"
Like, all right, for $1 million.
You brought up
Would you do porn for
pouring
$40 an
gravy
hour
on your feet.
$40 an hour, no.
with benefits?
No, I'm not talking about the fetish shit. I'm not trying to do the weird shit. No, this is like.
Hey, you said you would do that. That's all I'm saying.
No, I didn't
You
say.
brought it up.
No, whoa. I didn't say I would.
I
do
think
that.
you'll do porn
don't
for
put
$40
words
an
in my
hour
mouth.
with
don't
benefits.
Put words in my mouth.
I don't
definitely
know.
didn't say
$40
that.
an hour with
I
benefits
said
and
for $1 million,
401k.
I can go
I
back
would go
and I can
try
go
to
back a
smash
couple
shorty
episodes
on
and
a
clarify
fucking-
that for us, though.
What?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you said that you would start at OnlyFans. Same thing.
Oh
depending on
yeah,
the
no,
price.
yeah, that was
All right.
that
Same
was,
thing.
And your preferential
Okay,
was
so now
pouring gravy on your feet.
Uncut.
That's all I'm saying.
No. And the uncut about it, it wasn't that. It was a joke. Since we're in Love Jones Uncut, my OnlyFans page was gonna be me with like a sock on my cock doing mad dick helicopters. and with a green screen behind me, so I could do it in front of the Eiffel Tower. I could do it in front of like the pyramids. I could do it in front of like any famous landmark. I could do it on the beach. You know what I'm saying? Like anything like that. That was gonna be the idea.
That's still some kind of porn though.
No, it is kind of porn, but it was supposed to be a joke. Like I wouldn't actually do it.
I think
was
you
just
would.
An idea.
If the money starts coming in, I think you would.
If the money, okay. That's something different, but to have the balls to start it, I wouldn't do it.
Well,
you know
apparently
what I'm saying?
you got the dick and balls to start it.
Well, for $1 million, I do.
$1 million. That's what you wouldn't just start your OnlyFans and see what happens.
No, I meant to do porn. The OnlyFans, I don't know. I mean, I guess I don't know.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Yes. I mean,
stay
it depends
tuned.
it depends on how much the
Jones'
Jones Hour
OnlyFans.
blows up. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we need the fans and we're desperate, like, yeah, fuck it, man.
no.
Follow me, man. Like,
Please don't resort to that.
Like, let's
Please,
get
that's
going. We need subscribers, on my OnlyFans page. It'll be
Green
like, follow the
screen,
Jones Hour. Like,
helicopters.
I promote my own shit, like, in mid-porn, like,
Brian Jones,
Work,
known
like,
for the
like,
Jones Tower.
in mid smash, I'd
And dick
stop,
helicopter
like,
green
follow,
screens.
Follow the Jones Hour, man. It's on Apple, Amazon, Google, Spotify, iHeart. You know what I'm saying? Like,
OnlyFans.
no, it's not on OnlyFans.
No,
Like,
no,
Jones Hour.
separate,
OnlyFans, It would be
separate.
something different. It'd be
Separate.
like,
Yeah, you're right. It
it'd be
wouldn't
like-
be linked.
it'd be
You're
like,
right. You're right. It wouldn't be linked.
it might be like Helicopter Jones.
Helicopter
Jones.
Some fly shit. It would have to be something like some shit like that.
So and if I may,
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to pose maybe not a better question, but a question
Okay.
because we do have people here.
Love Jones Uncut, y'all. Love Jones Uncut. Go
We
ahead.
got people here in this room in a relationship and people not, right?
Okay.
How do you feel about your significant other watching porn?
Oh, I don't have a problem with that. I would never have a problem with that.
Eh?
If they wanted to watch porn,
I don't care.
that'd be on them.
You don't care.
Nah. I wouldn't really feel a certain way about it.
But what if it is like 4 times a day?
No, I mean,
I
but also
mean,
that question
okay,
has
here's
to be flipped on
okay.
the other side.
Oh yeah, but the other part about it is like, are you watching porn 4 times a day with me in the other room?
No,
type
no,
shit?
no,
Like,
no.
That's
Without you.
fucked up.
Without
It's
you.
like,
Without-
then
no,
it's like,
without
nah,
you,
like
yeah.
what the fuck? Like,
No, completely
what the fuck is
without you.
going on over here?
No,
Like,
completely without
I
you.
have cock. Like I'm in the other room. Like
Yeah.
what is going on here?
No, that's
You know
what I
I'm
mean.
saying? Like,
No, that's
if it's
what I
like
mean.
that, then no, I have a problem with it. But if it's like I'm at work and I did a 16-hour day.
Like,
you was horny, you
Ant
wanted
is
to
fucking
get it
over
in, like, go
there
ahead.
making fucking lactose-free mac and cheese and fucking
He knows I'm
chicken
lactose intolerant.
and
No, I feel
making, you know what I mean, making it whatever. And wifey's in the other room watching porn. Ant, would you have a problem?
Nah.
No.
I wouldn't have a problem neither. Only if it's 4 times a day that she's doing it with me in the other room. Like hello,
Breakfast,
that's
lunch,
weird.
and dinner with
And a
brunch
snack. and a snack.
and a snack. That's 5 times.
And
brunch
I'm
and a
sitting
snack.
there. No, that can't
No,
work.
so the
bro.
reason I
That
bring
can't
it up
work.
is because
Come on,
I do personally, I'm not, no name drops, but I do know some people in the world that do consider that shit type cheating.
Yeah, no, I mean,
That's why I bring it up.
all right, but I mean, you're talking about someone that's just not secure with themselves, that they feel that certain way. That they
Yeah, you're
feel
talking
like
about someone that
That's-
judges you
That's
for
something
jerking
totally
off.
different. Like like that's something totally different. That's a whole different topic of situation. What I was trying to bring up is like, would you actually do porn
No,
for the money and shit like that?
I know what you was bringing up. I was just posing another
No,
question.
yeah, no, I don't think it's cheating at all. Like I said, like I mean, like there's nobody there. Like she's plugging herself. Like I don't think.
Well,
I don't really,
she's not always plugging herself.
like whatever. Like so then who's doing it? Oh, like okay, my bad. I mean, like I just meant like that. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you though. No, I feel you.
Like you had me worried and shit. Like, what the fuck you talking about, Kush? But anyway, you know. But I mean, like, but also at the same time, like, I don't think I could have, like, my girl do porn either, though. Like, I don't think I could do that. You know. Like,
No.
I don't think like I think
No.
I think I would love to have fun with one. I think.
Yeah, I don't.
I
When
think
it
I
comes to
would
girl,
be down for
wifey,
that.
wife,
Like, yeah, no.
nah.
Unless like she got to be like retired from the game, like I could get one maybe retired from the game.
Yeah,
But it
I don't even
depends
think I would,
how
bro.
much she's
I
ran
don't think I
through.
would, bro.
I don't know. It depends.
I don't think I would, bro.
It depends. You can't.
Hit us
I'm
up,
not
man.
here to-
Would-
I'm
would
not here to
y'all-
judge nobody.
would y'all
hit
date a
us up.
retired porn star?
347-586-1676,
Yeah.
man.
Would you date a retired porn star, man
What
or
you-
woman?
You want to know? Not the fuck. Retired, yes, because if she's still
Not
in it,
old,
I can't do
not
it.
old.
No, not old. No,
Just
I'm not talking
retired, just out
I'm
the
not-
game.
It's not gilfs out here. We're not doing that. You know what I'm saying? We're not doing the gilfs. I'm just saying, like, you know, retirement cuff. Like, there we go. Like, would you retire? Like, if she was out of the game, like, I think maybe I could, like, it depends, you know, like if I'm really feeling her and it got to that point, like, you know, you can't really help who you fall in love with. I'm just saying I couldn't be one that's actually in it. You know what I'm saying? And there's certain things like in the porn, like I wouldn't be actually able to do neither, I don't think. Like, I can't be 23rd in a gangbang or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, fuck, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like that, you know? Like, I don't want to do that. You know, I just want, like, one time, give me $1 million. Or, like, even, they don't even got to be $1 million. I'll take 100,000. I would do it for 100,000. You know, I'm just saying. That's me. I'm also single. Maybe that's why I'm single, man. Like maybe I'm fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe you destined for it. Maybe
What,
you
destined
destined
for porn?
for your OnlyFans.
Oh,
maybe this is all covered to
coming
light.
to fruition. Well, I'ma holler at my mans, and you can holler at him too, man.
Yo, Helicopter Jones at OnlyFans.
No,
Get him.
not yet. But at my man's, he got his own shit, do his own
that's
production. Chatterbait.com / the boom boom room. Spelled THE. Well, I'll do the whole thing. Chatterbat. CHATURBATE.com / THEBOOMBOOMR00M. Boom boom room. And another one, onlyfans.com / Cali Chase KALICHASE. You already know.
Word, man. Get them.
So I think that's it.
And
man.
the Phil on Jones? Word, man. And if I could just get some quick shout outs, if you don't mind, man. m.j._painting, man.
Word.
Get at them, man, for all your painting needs, man.
Facts.
Hit them up, man. They great pricing, clean work, and they do some extra, you know, you just talk to them and shit, man. You let them know, man. They'll hook you up and shit, man.
You want to repeat that one more time?
m.j._painting, man. Hit him up on IG, man,
On
for
IG,
all your
facts.
painting and work needs, man. Around the crib and shit, y'all can't get around, whatever the case may be. Maybe you don't got an idea. Hit him up. All right, you ask for Mark, got you, man. We'll plug you in, man. Just want to let that plug you on. Thank you.
Word up. All right, man. So that's episode 23 of the Jones Hour, man. We appreciate y'all fucking with us, man. Continue to follow. Continue to look out for more new content. Continue to, you know, see us on all the platforms, and man, and tell a friend, man. Word of mouth, man. We still believe in that, you know. So
Yeah, man.
we trying to get to those 1,000 subscribers, and we trying to get to those
Love for love, baby.
Road
million
to
views,
1,000,
man.
man. Road
We're
to
on our
1,000
way, man.
subs.
Love for love, baby.
We need y'all, man. Appreciate y'all.
Word, man.
Let's get it in.
Jonesy?
The Jones Hour.
Grr.
Always here.
Ain't always a pleasure, my guy.
My guy.
Facts.
You already
Of course,
know.
man.
Mm.
You know what we do.
Grr. Kush _talk_radio, man. We at the Jones Hour, baby.
All
Episode
links
23.
All
Jordan.
links will be in the description below. Everything. All
You?
things.
You. Link below. It's the Jones Hour. Grr.
Jones 2 hours this week and every other week.
We born to die.
Kush Talk Radio. Jones.